No way. What? Me? Streaming? No. Surely not. There's no way. I'm also blue. Double die, double D. I'm a blue man living in a blue world. I feel like this might not be the best game to be playing late at night. Not because it's going to be scary, just because I've got to read. I've got to use my eyeballs. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do that. It's not like I can wear glasses. That'll mess up my astral projection onto the stream. World of Horror. It's like Junji Ito video game. Pretty much. As far as I understand it. We're just gonna go new story. I haven't played any of it. I was thinking about trying a game, but then in case like something, I don't know, there's something important in the beginning, I didn't want to miss that out on stream. Wow. New story. Would you like to customize your next playthrough's look? There are many color palettes and display modes to choose from. I've already done that. I've customized the stream enough. If that's your first time playing World of Horror, it is recommended that you start with the spine-chilling story of School Scissors before trying more complex playthroughs. Death mode random, death mode last stand. I have no idea what any of this is going to do. I'll just go with normal. Spine-chilling story of the School Scissors. A tiny section of standard playthrough showcasing one of the available mysteries. Yeah. City of Shukawa, Japan, 1980X. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods. At night, people are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. Booba. TOS, no. The rapid technological processes of the modern era brings comfort, but also unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your own dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. Sounds like a good game of Call of Cthulhu. Whoa, makes me want to play that again. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. It's the end of the world. The end of the world is at hand, and you're finally arrived in the doomed town. Kind of a banger. Welcome to World of Horror. Important messages will appear here. Okay, story so far. You've been following this weird cult for a few weeks, barely surviving the encounter with a skin hag at the nursery. What? It's a race against time, and you can't rest until the town is safe. I want the combat tutorial on. I have no idea what I'm doing. Spine-chilling story of the School Scissors. Another boy from your school has disappeared. Rumor has it a terrible woman has returned from the grave, a woman with the widest smile. And the sharpest scissors. I must sharpen them with something. You knew your friend was up to something when he left. His notebook full of cryptic notes. I can send her back. Where she belongs, he claimed. After he disappeared too, you decide to study the notebook for clues. It details a ritual that can stop the wicked woman once and for all. What's the worst thing that could happen? She's got scissors, so quite a bit. What does that button do? 1984. Truly an Orwellian masterpiece, this game. The school is eerily quiet at this hour. Your missing friend has left you a notebook. If the rumors are true, to stop the tall woman with the scissors, you'll need to perform a ritual to force a material form appear in our dimension. Accomplishing this requires first a drawing of the Eldritch sigil, and then lighting of the holy candles. You can only hope your friend has left them somewhere around the school. Oh god. Okay. Access your storage, explore the school, perform the ritual, check out school lockers. What's my storage? Got some notes, I've got a little Cthulhu, I've got a knife. I reckon knife could beat scissors. I'm gonna be okay. Friend's diary. Item from storage. Okay. A strange Tall woman has been following me all day. I must hurry up. Maru is acting strange. I need to talk with her after class. Hope she didn't attempt the ritual herself. Something. The sigil can weaken the demon for a little. Careful with the lines. Okay, so a circle, then a triangle, then a line, and then a star. I think I remember that. That's intersecting with that bit. You've hidden the candles in one of the classrooms. Tomorrow I will try to perform a ritual. Okay. So we've got to get some candle action going. And probably... I reckon I could brute force the sigil. Okay, one of the classrooms. Let's investigate. You hear a faint sound. Oh no. While walking outside the biology classroom, inside is an old automaton model. Its heart's still beating. The sight makes you sick. Okay, so I thought I'd get a tutorial on like this. Apparently not. I'm just gonna have to wing it, I guess. Spells. Do spells? Hell yeah. Blessed chalk not found. Holy candles not found. I'm waiting for something to be out the window. If you feel like something horrible is happening within the school, you must hurry and find those items. Okay, just keep exploring. I have no other options. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, he's gone. Bye, see ya. You've run into park guest. Oh! You found an additional page from your friend's diary. It seems that the blessed chalk was left on the roof. You must hurry and find it. That sucks. Peek outside. Something evil stalks the empty school corridors. You found an additional page from your diary. Okay. To open the door, click on the handle and drag the mouse with the mouse button pressed. Oh. Oh. Hello? Hi. Yeah, maybe not. Let's just keep exploring. Maybe we'll find the roof eventually. Okay, on the roof you find a girl your friend was talking about. In one hand she holds a bag, in the other a pair of bloody scissors. I don't have the means to exercise her right now. Oh god. Why is my desk falling apart? Uh-oh. Anyway. Marked by the Scissor Lady. During its turn, you'll build a sequence of attacks and moves from the action ring B. I have no idea how to play. Okay. Oh, okay, that's the diagram. I see. So that... Once you've filled the sequence bar C, press a launch sequence button to finish your turn. Sorry, my desk is falling apart. I'm just like picking pieces off of it. It's occupying my brain. Like her flesh got picked off by the scissors or something, I don't know. So, build moves here. They'll come up here. And then I press... here? I think? I guess? Okay, so... kick. Time needed 55. Attack 2 damage. 55 something. Chance to hit 80. Okay, I only have a kick. I have nothing else. Just kick the shit out of her. Kneecap her and then kick her in the mouth, steal her scissors, and then cut her open. Easy. She cut her eyes? Ugh. Okay, launch sequence. I got her. Oh, it's Maru. It's not the lady. Okay. I get it. Okay. With time, you'll discover new combat moves, available through the action filter A. But first you need a weapon. Find and choose an action called Look for an Improvised Weapon. In here? Look for an improvised weapon. Improv, and then we'll do a kick. Oh. Oh, I can't do that because I don't have the weapon yet. Unless it, like, lets me? No. Next attack. Okay, let's prepare the attack, and then we can, like, hit her hard with our next weapon. Okay, launch sequence. Actually, that probably doesn't carry over to the next move, does it? Bashes you with a bag. So 14 stamina, 13... I don't know, resolve? Or I think it's just sanity, really, over here. Look, a new item has appeared in the upper right. That's your inventory. Click it and equip. Find the equip highlighted button. Branch. Equip. Okay. So we got a branch now. 3 damage compared to 2. That's 4 damage. Oh, I can get a gun. I want to do that. Attack boost. Your next attack has additional 10% chance to hit. That it stacks. I mean, 2 damage. What, I can get 3 kicks in, which is 6 damage. I can get 2 of those in. Or 1 of those. I feel like it's just better to keep kicking her, honestly. Maybe I do like 2 kicks. Is prepare attack a lot? I don't think I can... How about I do, just for the sake of it, I'll prepare an attack as well. Then I'll attack with my weapon? Sure. Just to see what happens. Mirror bashes with a bag. Okay, that's fine. I don't think we actually took any damage from that. I'm just gonna kick the shit out of her. Does she have health? Okay, she's got 1. We just need to kill her. Donk. Oh, bye-bye. Resolve combat. You found the Blessed Chalk, which you can use to draw the sigil in the ritual. You copy the sigil as best you can on the blackboard. Hopefully it will be enough. I don't think that's right. None of these look correct. Oh, that's close. I mean, that one's the closest, I think. It's not quite right, though. That triangle shouldn't be like that. Can change that. Unless there's a different star one? No, it's only that. I mean, I guess that's right. He just wasn't very good at drawing triangles. Or maybe I'm not good. Explore. Still need the candles. You find an old trophy case in a seemingly abandoned corridor. Everything inside is covered in a thick layer of dust. One metal seems particularly visible. I don't think I want to break the window. I don't think that's a good idea. We can look at them though. Luck check failure. You find a small trophy with curious plaque. Grand Champion of the Cannibal Eating Contest. 1956. Man, what a thing to be the champion of. If only I was that good. The sounds of scissors are getting louder. You must hurry. Well, I can't do much more than just click explore, so... As you enter the school gym, you notice a strange black doll propped against the wall. Oh, of course I can't do anything else. Against your better judgment, you approach the doll. What you see makes you grasp in horror. Grasp? Gasp. The doll's in a doll. Your sudden movement causes tiny black spiders to flee, revealing white, half-eaten corpse. Ew. I'm going a bit crazy. You found the holy candles lit in your friend's backpack. Well, not lit in the backpack. You lit them as instructed by the notebook. Everything is ready for the ritual. Well, we've got no other option. There's nothing in my storage. Wait, what's that? Oh. Yeah, I'm sure the stick will save us against Scissor Woman. Oh no. Whew, you take a step back as a writhing amorphous mass slowly takes shape. Soon it becomes a tall woman-like creature with 3 faces, all connected by a wide smile. Now it is your chance to fight and defeat this horror. It's also your only chance. Twisting and twitching, the demon woman enters the classroom, cackling menacingly. Am I beautiful? Feel the compact sweep? Yeah, okay. Okay, I got it. 20 HP. After each sequence, enemies perform an attack draining your stamina. We don't have much. Stat defines your chance to successfully attack the enemy. The higher the power, the harder it will be. Hit chance is lowered by 16%. I'm hoping that's... Okay, I don't think that's calculated into it. I to do it myself. As long as she doesn't attack my reason, we'll probably get out of this. Like, I hope. Is there anything in this that, like, says, hit her with the stick and this one away? Where's the cheat codes? Up, down, down, left, right, A, B, A, B. No, I don't think so. Okay. Hello, Goblin. What are you doing here? Why are you awake? Ah. I mean, I got to find a new Goblin streamer from that raid, so who's really winning here? Also, yeah, I'm very blue. I'm a small blue man living in a blue world. Double die, double D. Something, something, I don't know. Yeah, we're going up against Scissor Lady. She's not very nice, I have to say. Like, not at all. All other lurkers died from just the 10-hour endurance fest that was that stream. It's quite impressive. I really don't know what the best play is here. I think I just might kick the shit out of her. Like, I can hit her with a branch, but it's not really that good. I mean, yeah, you could have kept going, but like, I mean, I don't know, limits are good, I guess. It's good not to do a 12-hour stream for your health. Let's just like try kicking her a bunch. Actually, I can fit an attack boost in. Hold on. I can fit another one in. Oh, perfect. Scissor Woman stabs you. Oh, great. I think I'm gonna be able to win this. I feel like I should know like some secret to defeating her, but I really don't. Is this strength? Are they all strength based? I don't know why I'd be attacking with the stick. Like, it does a little bit more damage, but not that much. Like, I'm just doing more damage with the kick. Yeah, get that good sleep. What? Hold it. What? Huh? Huh? Oh. We got a raid? Is this a raid I see? I don't know why my noise didn't work. Hold on, turn this game down. We got a raid on our hands. Thank you, DJ Azure, for the raid. It's much appreciated. I'm a mage. I'm trying to kill an eldritch horror scissor lady right now. Don't worry, I'm kicking the shit out of her. She'll be gone soon. Watch this. Bam. She's definitely not going to kill me before I kill her. It's not like this is a tutorial or something, and it's super easy. Oh, do you guys want to see a magic trick? I can show you a magic trick if you want. Okay. I'm just gonna do with the old attack boost, kick, attack boost, kick, attack boost, kick. Hasn't failed yet. Kill her next round. Okay, Scissor Lady, your time's up. You're surprisingly easy to defeat for that. Resolve combat. Ancient horror lies dead on the classroom floor, slowly dissolving into nothingness. As you find your friend gravely wounded, but alive, you help him, and you limp away from the school as the police sirens get louder. Spine-chilling story of School Scissors, ending A. Continue. The horror's over for now. Your playthrough lasted 18 minutes and 3 seconds. That's not the only mystery plaguing this town. It's 3 AM for you right now. That's funny, we had someone else who... It's also just the Goblins 3 AM. Felt like waiting because you're only 20 minutes in and playing something you had super interest. Yeah. This game's like... I've known about for a while. It's the season for it. And I think this is just spooky enough that I can handle it. It's not too scary. It's not that one level in Resident Evil 8 that made me stand in a corner for like 20 minutes not doing anything. I can probably handle this. World of Horror. Plus, I'm a big fan of the old Lovecraftian and Junji Ito stick. So, this is a good one. Yeah, I agree. It's a very good idea, roguelike horror. I don't know that many roguelikes, but I can't really think of any, like off the top of my head, unless you count like Binding of Isaac, but I wouldn't really describe that as a horror. Okay, I've done that one. Extracurricular activity. This option will prepare the standard skeptic playthrough for you, allowing you to start the game without worrying about in-depth stuff for now. Sure. City of Shikowa, Japan, 1984. Something strange is happening in our town. I'm assuming it's going to be 1984. It was a couple of seconds ago. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological process of the modern era brings comfort, but also new, unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who were ruled by the earth eons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Yeah, we saw this. Clues, we can shoot them. The thing forsaken by God. Banished to the other dimension a long time ago, Gozio has found a way to use mirrors to ensnare and teleport its prey through the glass. Glimpses of horror lurking behind your reflection are just the beginning. Oh boy, got the man in the mirror. Old gods rule. Resting at home raises doom. Okay, maybe don't want to rest at home then. First time playing? Sort of. Welcome and thank you for trying World of Horror. Inspired by action games of the 80s, the visual overload may be a little disorientating in the beginning. In this short tutorial, I'll do my best to explain various elements and prepare you for the fight with the horrible old gods. Yeah, please do. This is all so confusing. Also, I'm normally not this blue. You could probably tell this isn't my normal color aesthetic. Hold on. Let me get rid of this for a second. Boop. And boop. Yeah, this is normal. I'll go back to the aesthetic though. I want to get a good color palette going. Boop. Boop. That's the main game screen. Here you interact with your surroundings, solve mysteries, and fight enemies. That's you. World of Horror has RPG elements, and your attributes are described by 6 basic stats. Move your mouse over them to learn more. Strength, dexterity, perception, knowledge, charisma, funds. That's your reason. It represents your stability and will to confront the horrors. Once it reaches 0, your character collapses in the game. It's just secondary health then. Your stereotypical insanity meter in any Cthulhu game ever, pretty much. That's your inventory. You can keep up to 4 items. Click here to inspect or use or equip anything you pick up. There are 3 equipment slots. Equipment items do not count towards 4 item limit. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. A weapon used in combat, B and C trinkets and armor. As you progress with your playthrough, more helpful tips will appear. Would you like to turn on the combat tutorial? No, I did that already. Okay, I think I've seen one playthrough of this game, and I'm pretty sure the lighthouse is like the final stage of the game. You go there with, like, just all your guns, all your weapons, a bunch of keys, and you try and get the top of it, I believe. Let's just go home first. Your mailbox, it's empty. That one certainly isn't. Hello? Number 25? Hope that's not mine. What did someone mail me? Back in your home, you think of your next move. You're not currently investigating any weird mystery. Recent newspaper clippings and notes collected in the next room should point you in the right direction. Start a new mystery, watch TV, take a bath, change clothes, take a peep through a peephole, go back to the town screen, set your storage, saving loading okay. Can we change clothes? Do I have anything cool? Oh, a mirror. That's not good. We really shouldn't be looking at one of those. Not with the old god watching. Looking good. That's a nice poster. Captain? Teacher's pet? Gym clothes? Shakalin. I like Captain the most, I think. Okay, we can go in there. I want to look through the peephole. Who was... Hello? Who was that? Come back here, you fucker. Show me your face. Okay, take a bath. Let's go through here. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there's something connecting them. You can tackle the 5 mysteries in any order you want, beware your decisions will haunt you and influence unresolved mysteries. Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape? That sounds fun. Bizarre Bruit of Blood-Curdling Botanist? Rotten Report of Rancid Ramen. That just sounds like a... some, like, 80s comedy movie. The ramen's gone rancid. Ah, hey Take-Two, how's it going? I saw something from you today on Twitter, but I cannot remember what. But yeah, how you going? Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors. I want to do the Cape one. That sounds fun. Going good? That's very good to hear. Oh, that's what it was. The, Okay, I don't remember the actual, like, first parent post, but the one with all the hot guys on it. A new game is spreading among your friends. Dare to stay in the unused restroom after classes. Just working on some thing, so you're playing my favorite horror game. Oh! This game seems very popular. I haven't played it, like, at all. This is my first time, so... It does seem right up my alley, though. It's roguelike, it's Lovecraftian... What else do I need? I guess you could say Junji Ito, technically, inspired, but also he's sort of Lovecraftian inspired. Same thing. I dare to meet Akamanto. What was originally a harmless fun has turned deadly. The body of a boy was found last week. It's really good but hard, be careful. Yeah, I was kind of anticipating that. Normally, these sort of Lovecraftian roguelikes are not easy. I mean, any Lovecraftian game indicatively should not be an easy time for anyone involved. No human should come out without, like, a loss of an arm at least. The school principal has banned the game, but that only made it more popular. Akamanto must be stopped before another kid is killed. I can stop him. Despite I'm a teenager, it's fine. To advance this mystery, investigate the circled location. As you progress, location and rules may change. One of your friends says he doesn't believe in curses and he intends to complete the dangerous dare. That's not good. Okay, that's... Travel to school, you're already there. Downtown, apartments, hospital, forest, seaside, mansion, village. Just go to school for now, I guess. Yeah, let's investigate. Maybe I should have seen if I had anything in my house storage. But who knows. The investigation is taking a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. I haven't even started the investigation yet. Come on, game. Please. Downtown. You've reported it to the principal, who promises he'll take care of it. With your friends safe for now, you should look into the legend. Maybe records in the city's library make a mention of Akahamento. That's a good idea. Always go for the library. Where is it though? Village, hospital, my neighbor, rest, library. I was in the school, right? Thought it meant like the town library, not the school one. Feel the gaze of the librarian. Nothing is more scary than the gaze of a librarian. Many of the books you can find here were donated after the accident in the university building. Study an old tome, make notes. Make notes. I don't want to raise my doom by too much. Although, I can get a spell, maybe that'll be good. I'd imagine there's a big drawback to spells, so we'll see. You carry out a dusty tome to the main reading room. Interpreting the old incomplete translations is a tedious task. Finally, you find a fragment you were looking for. New spell. Turn the book and go back. Yeah, return the book and go back. Yeah, what's this spell? Nothing? Or is that like a use of a spell I get? Oh no, wait. Abolish. Lowers eldritch enemy damage by 1. Costs 3 stamina. Okay, yeah, it does take my life then. That could be good in a pinch, maybe. As long as I'm not gonna just kill myself with it. Make notes. Decide to make some notes about subjects that could be relevant to this case. Hopefully all your work doesn't go to waste. Let's go home, I guess. Didn't really learn anything. Gather gossip about the current mystery. Let's just investigate downtown, the entire area. Just the entire city. The investigation is starting to take a toll on your health. You feel like you're about to fall asleep standing up. How do you address your weakened state? Take a nap, buy coffee, jog around the block. I don't know about that one. I can't take a hot bath. I haven't paid my water bills in a month. No baths to me. Let's take a nap. World may be falling apart, but you really needed that. Always take naps. Need a good nana nap. 1 stamina, 1 reason, plus 2 doom. What is my doom at? Where is that? 13%. That's okay for now. All the missing girls are apparently members of the school swimming team. Maybe someone saw the kidnapper stalking them. Okay, schoolyard. Or just, yeah, investigate the entire school. Hopefully, the pool. The corridor is flooded by a black sludge that's slowly oozing from under the door to the chemistry classrooms. A damp, moldy stench grows as you go closer. Are you gonna get to the other side? I don't want to go through that. That is not a good idea. That's one-way ticket to losing my limbs. Let's take a detour. Better safe than sorry. Take the stairs up to find another floor to avoid the sludge. One of the articles mentions a young doctor who performed a life-saving surgery on a victim of brutal assault. The assault happened in a toilet stall. Maybe he still works at the hospital, can share some information. Sure. I mean, I'm taking any leads I can get right now. Do I have like an energy bar somewhere so I can know if I'm getting tired? Old God, you, town status, allies, me? Doesn't look like it. Items, okay, back to that one. You find yourself in an old unused part of the hospital. You take a deep breath. The disgusting smell of thawed remains still lingers in the room. It used to be the hospital's mortuary. That's not how you say that, I know that. It used to be, yeah, where doctors determine the cause of death. That's normally called something else, isn't it? Like a morgue? I can't remember the right term. I really can't. I feel like a fool. Pull the cloth of the dissection table. That's a bad idea. Search the cabinet, check the freezer. Cabinet. That's the safest of those options, I think. Something flashes in the corner of a dusty drawer, and you reach for it. It's a sign kit, which may come in handy later. You learn the doctor suddenly left the hospital after the latest murder, taking all of the records with him. Why would he do that? That's not the only bad news. Your friend didn't come to school today, and another body has supposedly been found. Maybe they're just sick with the flu. Could be fine. 2 needles and a thread. Go back to school, I guess. I hope I get the cape after this. I just want like a Doctor Strange cape that can help me in battles. That's what I'm hoping for. Impossible angles and seemingly moving lines make your head spin. Oh, I don't have that. Stare in disbelief. How is this possible? Non-Elucidian 101. Principal's ordered the school to be closed down for the investigation. That's not good. Okay, downtown. Maybe I should go to home and rest. Can't? Oh, okay, yeah, rest. You take a long, hot shower. You phone your best friend and talk about unrelated stuff. Is that the same friend that didn't come to school? Because that solves a lot of problems if it is. Probably not, though. Time flies by so fast, you prepare yourself to leave and continue your long investigation. Okay, let's go downtown. I do have some funds. Maybe I should go to the shop after this. While you walk through crowded gazes... What am I saying? It's too late for this. Space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologizes. I've been theft. Success. They stole your wallet. You quickly grab their arm. They drop it before disappearing into the crowd. You break the window and get into the school unnoticed. The cursed toilet is located on the 3rd floor. The cursed toilet. Many a man has taken a dump there and not returned. It's much too dangerous. I'll go to the shop later. You stopped by a girl you haven't seen in months. But how could you? She died in an accident. I really should have bought some stuff. Like a gun or something. Oh boy, stalker girl. You're right, girl? You're not looking too hot. Got a fever, maybe? Oh god. I need to get like an improv weapon, don't I? But yeah, look for that. Can I still kick her? I can. Do that and then kick. Donk. Broken bottle. That's actually a pretty good weapon. Like, not gonna lie at all. Glass tulip. I throw. I'm not throwing my weapon away. Okay, what are the attacks for this like? 3 damage, 4 damage. Okay, it's pretty similar to the other one. Which means I really should just keep kicking. Attack boost kick, attack boost kick. Yeah, just launch. Launch the attack at her. Yeah, she scratched me. Didn't do much damage though. Or any damage actually. Okay. Can I like save this sequence? Is that a thing I can do? Defensive actions. Dodge. Brace for impact. Meditate. I just didn't see these at all before. Guessing abolish is here? Oh no. Part of a ritual. Most combat rituals are a combination of 5,000 claps. Even if you don't get it right, you'll be provided with a hint. Bow, pray, nothing. Support actions? I don't have an ally, so I don't think I can do any of that. Anyway. I just need to keep attacking. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Let's just load up all of these and then get one good kick in. No? Maybe I did too many. There we go. Boom. Wait, what's that? Found an item. Occult diary. Book occult personal. Use -3 doom. I don't want to use it, but whatever. I wanted to like read it. Get all the juicy deets. Investigate cursed toilet. Can't even read that. Gather gossip. There's no turning back now. You must step into the last stall and close the door behind you. I want to go to the shop and buy stuff. Or whatever. Use 3 stamina, -1 charisma. Yeah, we're gonna use that. Ouch. What am I, Clementine, sawing up my own arm in a shed? Best case, cursed toilet. You wait in the stall, trying to be as quiet as possible. Suddenly... That's a really bad noise. The sound of rubber boots and unknown liquid dripping on the tiles. Squish, squeak. You can see the top of his head. He's taller than any man you've ever seen. Squish, squeak. The door slowly opens. What is this option? Prepare yourself. A boss man dressed in the red coat, clearly too tall for the ceiling, emerges from outside. Tell me. His voice sounds like a faulty radio. Would you like red paper or blue paper? I feel like I need this one. The option I don't have. I feel like that's what I want here. But yeah, that's not happening, is it? Red or blue? Blue is less aggressive. Is his face okay? We took his face off. I'm gonna get stabbed. Tall man in red coat grabs you by your neck and starts choking. You kick him in the rush and you kick him and rush to the door. Good thing I patched up my arm. Okay, resolve. Yeah, click coming from the door's direction. You locked in here with this crazy man. We can still win this. 26 HP. Damage after each sequence. Enemies perform an attack, draining your stamina. 30 power, that's a lot. Okay. We can dodge and stuff. Would it be smarter to dodge and then attack, maybe? Then we can just avoid damage, hopefully. Lowers the incoming damage by half and ignores any special attack. Let's try dodging, and then we can kick him. Maybe stab him. How many kicks can we get in? We can get 2 kicks in, or we can get 1 of those in. 2 kicks is still better, and it's 80%. Why would I even be using that other stuff? Is there a reason I'm not getting? Dex-based. I don't know. Dodge, kick, kick. Akamantu starts swinging his knife. You dodge the attack. Ooh. Okay, I think that's what we're gonna do. Just dodge and kick. Dodge, dodge, kick. Parry, parry, thrust. He stabs you multiple times. That's not good. That's only 2 damage though. It wasn't too bad. We're still winning the battle. Dodge, kick, kick. Get a fistful, and by a fist I mean a foot. Stabbed me again. Okay, 2 damage. What does this do again? Those Eldritch enemy damage by 1. I don't even know if he's an Eldritch. So that's going to do 3 damage to me. That's way too much. Okay. I just gotta keep dodging and kicking, I think. That's my best shot. Dun, dun. Can't see any way out. He stabbed me again. God damn it. 10 HP. How many kicks is that? I can get him in 3 moves. If these all land. Okay. He's choking me. Oh. Oh, I did my math wrong. I can get him now. Okay, I'm gonna dodge though. Dodge, and then kick, kick. Bang! Sorry, Akamanto. Looks like your days were... cut short. That'll work better for the knife girl. But here's a... I mean the scissor girl, but here's a knife, so it still sort of works, right? You should have chosen the red paper... I don't know. Resolve combat. Blood flowing from the tall man's red coat makes it look like the man was slowly melting. You hear cackling coming from behind the mask and faint, and when you wake up he's gone. Somehow you know he'll be back in another stall, another school, another city, continuing the horror. Chilling Chronicle of the Crimson Cape, ending B. So we probably didn't actually defeat him then, I'm guessing. If we had had the other option, or like a spell, maybe we could have. But I don't think we defeated him. Rewards for solving this mystery. Mask. He left something behind. Knowledge. XP. There's still hope. -5 Doom. Time passes 1 day. What is this mask? Eldritch. -1 Doom. Guess we can equip it? Oh, -10 Doom. Oh. My pretty face. The old god stirs. A friendly dog disappeared last night. You'll have to find a new place to buy equipment. No! No, I never even got to go there. You're kidding. That's so sad. Hello? Oh, hello. I like to think 25 is a friend. Like it's just a friendly little tentacle or something. Inside your mailbox you find a small key. What's it doing in there? Yeah, let's take it. Back home, you think of your next move. Let's watch TV. Just chill out a bit. Some of our readers report a strange tall man dressed in white taking the metro after dark. Apparently stalking lone passengers. Please take care and avoid traveling alone. Beep beep beep. I think this phone number's a bit long. I don't think I'm gonna get anyone on this one. Beep. No, nothing. I can't even erase that. Nope, nothing. Okay. Oh, do I have any more clothes? That's a nice movie poster. Looking good. Yeah, still like Gym Captain. Or Captain or whatever. Peak. Is that something? Is that a person? Oh, I like that. Move the curtain. It's a nice day outside. Let's close that. Take a bath. Wow, my hair got a lot shorter when I was taking a bath. The shower will help you calm down and do wonders for your sore muscles. What temperature should you set it on? Extra reason gains. What is my reason at? 13, that could be good to get back. Yeah, I think reason we want back. Oh, only one on? Damn. That face. I'm not going to get used to it. I'm really not. I guess we... Oh, anyone outside? Nope. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Got nothing in storage. I do have this diary still. -3 Doom. Actually, we'll save that. Ever comes a time we need to minus our Doom. Bizarre Bruit of the Blood-Curdling Botanist. These really sound like Scooby-Doo, like movies. A rotten report of rancid ramen. Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors. I have solid taste in games, thank you. I like to think I know how to pick them. Also, how's it going, Greyhound? I have been interested in this one for a while. I was like, it's Halloween. It fits. I like Lovecraft. Okay-ish. It's good enough. Some bangers. Let's do... Can't get myself... I know what you mean. I really should have... Like, I had most of the day off. I was drawing and stuff for, like, this. I have a ton of work I should be doing. I didn't do any of it. Yeah. Damn regulators, damn new mechanics. Duh. Who needs them when you can just World of Horror? When you've got a rotten report of rancid ramen. I think that's more important. Ooh, that is... I mean, actually... If it wasn't described as rancid, that'd probably look okay. Out of thin air, a brand new ramen restaurant opens in town. It's adored by everyone. Boop. Once people take a bite, they can't stop. Day and night, the queues stretch out the door. The shambling customers stuff themselves dish after dish, while the blind owner sits silently behind the counter, grinning and polishing his gleaming knives. Is that like a finger? Yeah, you leave like a sandwich in there for just a while, like 3 months. Oh god, oh I just awakened a memory of a plastic lunchbox I had once that I left in bag over like the long break I used to have for high school. Oh, that was not good. We might have even had to... If I remember correctly, we either had to throw out the lunchbox or the lunchbox and like the entire bag it was in. It was not good. But yeah, I think that looks like a finger. It's definitely human. And that's like a nipple. That's not an egg, that's a nipple. A chikubi. That could be like hair. Nah, I ain't got nothing for that. You're determined to discover what makes this ramen so enticing. What is its true power? Dog meat? Human meat? Flesh of the gods themselves? Yeah, it's basically cursed by an eldritch god at that point. Like, it's not good. It's gotta purge it from this earth. Watching local news, you spot a familiar street. It's a feature about the newest ramen shop. It's got 2 item cards to complete this quest. The food critic has a manic look. He describes the ramen. His description makes your stomach churn. Apartments? Sure. Actually, I wanna... Yeah, damn it. The dog went missing, and we can't buy stuff anymore. I didn't even get to buy anything from him. Oh, that makes me so sad. I really wanted to visit the dog. Yeah, you've got to get rid of the horror lunch bag. It's like one of those, not even a B movie, like an F movie. Attack of the leftover lunch box bag. That really is like an early 2000s cartoon horror episode thing. Or you could take the entire different route of that comment. Either way, yes, that works. Destroy them before they destroy you back. I really wanted to buy stuff, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Mansion, hardware store. Oh, you could buy like a hammer or something, right? Blind, 1 hand, strength, damage 4, speed 75. I think about this regularly at work. Hammers are like hella deadly. Like perfect zombie apocalypse weapon right here. Like you keep that sharp end clean, front end. Oh, mwah, chef's kiss. It's between, for me, a hammer and a sharpened stop sign. Like one, I don't know if this must be common in other countries, but like, if they're doing like road work, you have like the sort of battle axe length pole with a stop sign on it, and like a stop and slow. Sharpen one of those bad boys, you got yourself just a modern axe. Yeah, with the nail prior, yeah, that'll do serious damage. Yakuza card. Oh. Gonna have to find one of those. I'd feel confident having a carpenter hammer going into like a medieval battle. I think it would do pretty well. Small chance of recovering the loss. Let's equip it. It's got to be better than the bottle. Oh, we can throw that at an enemy or something. I think that's an option. Oh, neighbor. Cost doom to enter. Chance for an ally? Yes. You knock on your friend's door and wait. I'm really busy today. Let's hang out some other time, okay? Nice shirt. Speaking of zombie weapons, though, the stop sign, sharpened stop sign into, like, battle axe is my go-to. And I think I've mentioned this before, but for one of my birthdays, I got a fully sized street stop sign. It's currently in the garage. It's huge. It's not possible to wield. We barely got it home in the car. It's just sitting in the corner, doing nothing. I mean, if I ever need to stop traffic, I'm the man to call. Okay, apartments. Let's investigate. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up! Shouts a deep voice from behind the door. I know you're there. Who could this be? I don't know, I'm not confident. It's probably a ramen guy. He wants to feed me some ramen. Let's call the police. The man escapes when he hears a police siren, but before he goes, he draws an unfamiliar symbol in blood on your front door. Call me if the Autobots ever come knocking, yeah. Just a drop of the hat, I'll show up, don't worry. I'll sharpen that bad boy, I'll teleport over. There'll be mincemeat, and by mincemeat I mean nuts and bolts. Dumpster dive. Oh, I could do that. Let's get rid of this then. We'll find something else trash and then we'll get rid of that as well. Still wants me to investigate the apartment. You hear rustling in the other side of the apartment door. Someone is trying to get in. Whoa. Jesus. Fill the combat sequence. White bar with... Yeah. Okay, we have the knife. I mean, the hammer now. 4 damage. Whew. That is a less time consumption than a kick. You're joking. Oh, that's 20% chance to hit. That makes sense. That also has very similar. If we do that, maybe? Next attack is guaranteed to hit. That does 4. And just do that. Right? That just guarantees 8 damage every round. Bonk, bonk. Concussion, that's not good. -1 knowledge until the end of the current mystery. Oh, my head. Got real bonked. What did he hit me with? A baseball bat? Yeah, that'll do it. Another good weapon. Okay. That. Hammer. Okay, it's hammer time. Go. Apartment stalker lunges at you with his bat. Maybe you should try and dodge, actually. I'm not killing him next round. So, I might try and dodge his attack. So, don't wanna... Oh, that's a big energy consumption, though. No, not that one. That one. Okay, I dodged the attack. We can kill him before he attacks, I think. We just go full on. That one, that one. Okay. He's done. Bang. Sorry, clown mask. No jigsaw puzzles for you, man. Baseball bat. Damage 4, speed 95, chance to hit 80. Throw an enemy. Throws the item at an enemy. Can I, like, compare this with my current weapon? Used by the school team. That's not very helpful. Damage 4, speed 75. Chance to hit 40. So theoretically, this is better. The speed is higher. Yeah, I think the baseball bat is just better. Maybe. We'll see. We'll try it out. Donk. The only true way to investigate is to get into the restaurant yourself. That sounds not fun. I think I need to go home and take a bath. I'm low on health. I'm hurting. Take a short nap on your bed. You phone your best friend to talk about unrelated stuff. Time flies by so fast you prepare yourself to leave. Okay, more doom, but we got health back. That's fine. That's a trade I'm willing to make. I guess we... I don't know, we want to go downtown though, right? I feel like that's where we'll get the most information about the actual restaurant. It does want me to investigate the apartments though, so... When you enter a metro car, you notice an oddly shaped package on the seat next to you. It's marked with your name. Do not open that. You reach for the package but hesitate, an icy feeling settling into the pit of your stomach. No, we gotta go. There's a guy on the trains, that was on the news. We gotta get. Just leave. Leave at the station in a hurry, hoping to forget the package. Yeah, there's a strange package on the train with your name on it. Maybe don't open it. Mr. Ooh! Your neighbor is a horror manga artist. He's struggling to come up with a satisfying ending for his next story. Well, I've read a little bit of Junji Ito. Maybe I know what the answer is. Sam picture? Let him come up with his own stuff. Share my experience. Incredible! He shouts in excitement. How do you come up with this stuff? Sensing this story will be a huge hit, he pays you for a token of his appreciation. Great. I didn't realize I'd lose experience. I literally gave him my experience. Not the only one wanting to try for yourself. You stand in line for hours, your questioning falls on deaf ears, and you're shunned. Travel downtown. Experience into funds. How much experience do I have? Have a look at the police station. There's a stop by a policeman. How can we help you? Press more patrols. Share some information. 15 experience to 1 fund. How close am I to leveling up? It's not there. Me? I'm getting pretty close, so I don't want to spend my experience. Like 1 or 2 more battles and I'd feel like I'd level up. I feel like I want to go home and rest again, honestly. I don't think I can go into battle with 11 stamina. That won't go well. Okay, downtown. In the streets. Suddenly an empty bottle breaks on the wall behind you. You cover yourself from the glass fragments and notice a masked assailant holding a baseball bat. Huh. A baseball bat, you say? I'll fight her with my own. Oh, it's just a rider? Let's go. Why are they riding in the streets? Fill the combat sequence white bar with combat moves and click let. What is this one? Save it? Okay, so I can save it and duplicate it. That makes sense. Right. That has a base 40% chance. Just do this again. Just do that until the end of time. Yeah. Save that. Launch. Rider kicks you. What do I care about a measly kick? Load. Okay, we got her. She's not gonna hit me anymore. Bonk. You defeated Ryder. I haven't even got the baseball bat equipped. What am I doing? What? You have time to change the equipment. I thought I already equipped that one. Hold on. There we go. Description. Where could you feel this? Downtown, presumably. Or not. Hospital. Yeah, that makes more sense, actually. You still have some time before you're asked to the office. Enter doctor's office, move to corridor A, enter pharmacy. And like present it? Use. Now, where do you find the girl who dropped it? Oh, I wanted to steal her prescription. I was supposed to return it? Okay. Empty bottle can be used to store liquids. How many? I only have 2 funds. +2 reason. We're okay on reason. +3 stamina, -1 charisma. Pretty good. You can heal 1 minor injury while keeping this item in your inventory. I guess that'll be good in battle. But I wouldn't mind just sewing myself up, honestly. What's that? Ouch. I'm a bit more ugly, but I've got this mask on anyway, so no one's thinking I'm pretty. Seeing 2 chopped off heads, you can't help but wonder who's been preparing your food for the past week. What? Or research occult notes? Knowledge check success. The notes lying nearby tell of ancient civilizations and unexplained. Wow. Speak, Astrophel God. Unspeakable horror. You've managed to learn an incantation, but the horrifying image will stay with you for a long time. Skin removal. Oh, God. Deal 5 damage, -3 reason. Yeah, that'd do that. Ugh. It's finally your turn to order. 1 ramen, please. The owner's grin widens. Oh, skin removal, God. It's a dog back? He's not, damn it. What am I going to do without the main shopkeep? Experts are baffled by the sudden appearance of 20 stone statues lined up in a row in the middle of the UU Park. 000 Park, whatever. You cast 1 spell without paying anything. Oh! Oh! Skin removal, here I come. It's a bit of a nasty magic, but I'll allow it. Oh, wait. Oh, I get... Okay, it was just there that I could cast it. Oh. Well, these... Oh, I should have... Well, that's combat anyway. I don't think I could have cast... Yeah. Unless I'm removing the Moy statue skin, it's not going to do anything. That would have been so good, though. I might have to use that, because I could spare the reason. I do want to do some skin removal. As macabre as it is. Wouldn't mind it. I do have this as well, which reduces doom. I don't know how a cult book would help with me feeling less doom, but whatever. The Red Bull is pushed in your face. It's so crowded that you're forced to sit on the floor. Jesus. Really reminds me of Uzumaki when they're in the houses. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Occasion's threat level increased. With a slick hand, you fill a vial of the soup and walk out without tasting the weird dish. Yeah, good. I was worried she was going to eat it. Investigate lab. With the pulling of some delicate strings, you get the ramen into a lab. While handling over the gathered material, you hesitate. What should you send to laboratory? I don't have the other option. It always sucks when there's... Can I, like, remove this guy's skin and he'll show me the other option or something? Just the vial of the ramen soup. A mere day later, your friend rings your door. Her face is pale, and in a shaky hand, she holds an analysis sheet. You usher her in and bolt the door. You feel ill looking at the charts. While they couldn't identify some of the particles, they did discover a highly addictive drug in the broth. The ramen restaurant must be closed immediately. Yeah, just go to the cops. They can handle it. A week later, the police... Oh. They actually went to the police. For horror, that's surprising. Normally, like, we can handle this, we'll shut it down ourselves, and then they get killed or something. The police and an official stands. The police... A week later, police and an official stands where the ramen... Oh, I see. The ramen restaurant used to be. Nothing remains but a gap in the street and aimless, confused customers. Ooh. You'd like to believe that it was the end, but snippets of newspapers from other cities unsettle you. Brief articles about an exciting new ramen restaurant opening up. Its mysterious owner keep showing up. Can no longer eat noodles without feeling ill. I feel like I keep getting the barely good endings. Like I'm getting them out of the town, but I'm not actually resolving the mysteries properly. Knowledge is key, plus 30 experience. There's still hope. Minus doom, and then one more day passes. To gain a new level, press the refreshing button. Running shoes, quick thinking, or folk-like studies. It's going to tell me you've advanced next level. Choose one perk and one stat upgrade. If it like selects it when I try and look what they do, I'm going to be very angry. Okay, good. You've advanced to next... Oh, okay. Running shoes. Is it going to... Oh, okay, down there. Smaller doom penalty from running. There's always a way out from seemingly hopeless situations. Knowledge of various rituals and regional myths. I feel like Dex is good. Because that's like directly into my attack, I think. I can upgrade this as well. Maybe strength. Oh, or maybe stamina. Plus 6, that'd be good to get back. Don't do it. I have 15. That, I can take a bath and recover some after this, I think. Arcane Storm. Local scientists are baffled. An unprecedented aura-like event has bathed the entire town in an unnatural green glow. It's fine. It's just some hail or something. I'm sure it'll go away. No need to worry. Oh, 25, my friend. Oh, he's really freaking out now. Find a small key. What is it doing there? Take it. Back home, you think of your next move. Oh, let's look out the window. Oh, it's a nice day outside. Look through the peephole. Hello. You want to come in? Have some tea? Maybe lie down? You've been standing there for like a whole day, man. Nah, he can do what he wants. Weird, nothing happened. My lights cannot be turned off. Do I have any more clothes? No, nothing. I do want to watch TV. A minor earthquake in the seaside region has revealed the entrance to a partially flooded cavern system. Local scientists believe some of the corridors are man-made. Oh boy. What is this in-mouth stuff? Let's take a bath. Stamina regained. Yeah, I want to do that. The shower will help you calm down and do wonders for your sore muscles. What temperature should you set it? Hot. Hot as hell. We want it to be boiling our skin off. Okay, let's look at the mysteries. Bizarre Brewet of a blood-curdling botanist. Powerful saga of moonlight sailors. I'm thinking... I feel like sailors will be more dangerous than a botanist, so let's go with that. The bizarre Brewet of the blood-curdling botanist. Look, he looks nice. I could punch him. I could deal with him. Your neighbor asks you for help. Her husband, Shiro-san, has gone missing. She's oh, that might be the guy who's missing, actually. Maybe I shouldn't punch him. He might be connected with the new fertilizer he ordered from Tokyo. Weird connection, but okay. I ordered something online and then he went missing. It must be that. What is he doing and where is he? You've got a business card of the guarding company where the missing man was working. Maybe some of his colleagues could tell you anything useful. Investigate the school location twice to complete this quest. Yeah, that'd be pretty easy. This is very good atmosphere. Ooh, this music. Yeah, why? He works for a gardening company, right? Surely there's got to be some... Like, they would have a deal with a company that they already get stuff in, I would imagine. Or there's a hardware store in town, they'd sell fertilizer? How much did he buy that it's like a suspicion that's how he went missing? He bought like 5 truckloads? Maybe he's like buried himself in one of the like 37 bags of fertilizer he has or something. Like what? Yeah, let's investigate downtown. Might go to the school after. It's getting dark as you arrive at the cemetery, and shadows move in fantastic and uncountable ways between the tombstones. Finding the right grave may prove to be a challenge, especially when you feel someone's gaze on your back. Well, let's just keep looking. Oh, damn it. My spot hidden did not work. You can't seem to find the right tombstone and waste a lot of time. Well, we didn't get attacked, so whatever. I want to do this quest, so... Ooh. Cost... Oh, Doom for Smells. It's a gardening company, like, they have to... That's a lot. Yeah. I think he might be right. Maybe he was having a really bad day. I was like, fuck this workplace. I'm gonna order 27 truckloads of fertilizer. I mean... Let's think about all the companies that would be good at disposing of a body. A gardening company. They've got a lot of chemicals. They dig so many holes. They go out into maybe, I don't know, areas that no one's visited for a while. I think they could easily run a business where they like melt bodies down and put them in someone's garden. Like, oh, old granny once the flower's done, so they dig up the rose bushes and they melt someone in there, and that's the fertilizer. I don't know. Shiro-san has always been a weirdo, but he was good at what he did, and last month he ordered a pack of experimental fungicide from Tokyo. Why does he keep ordering it? What? Shiro-san, please. Yeah. That or a crematorium, yeah. Oh, why are you burning it? Oh, just another body. Lots of people are dying. Oh yeah, fair enough. Easy. Done. Then it's just dust in the wind. I think I've seen the dispatch order with the address somewhere, the old man says. Help me move this dirt and I'll look for it. What's under the dirt, old man? He's gonna push me into the hole or something. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust. Got a curse? What? Casting spells raises doom. Yeah. I was surprised it didn't do that already. Oh, is that like charred skin on my face? How do I take my mask off? Okay, maybe I can't. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Let me look in the school again. Just to get this quest done. There we go. Maybe we'll find the guy's son or something, and he'll be like, oh, he went to Tokyo for a business trip, and he's right here, and he's coming back tomorrow. It's a bad time to be out of cash, says the grim-looking man who's standing in your way. Our company fortunately specializes in cases like yours, and will gladly help you get back on track. After all... He takes a step closer, and you can swear there's a faint smell of rust around the man. Everyone has something to sell. Jar of blood, fondest memory, peace of mind. I can't get out of this. Okay, what are these going to do? This is going to take down reasoning. This is going to take down stamina. No, this would take down stamina. Fondest memory, what would that be? Knowledge, maybe? Fondest memory, doom? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, either of these could be doom or reason, I think. Because peace of mind could be reason or it could be doom. Let's just do peace of mind. I'm hoping it's doom, because then I won't lose stat. It was doom. It was only 5. Man smiles, handing you an envelope. You feel like you've made a huge mistake. Yeah, we should just left. Like, bro, I don't know, take my carpenter's hammer or something. A new yet unidentified species of the cordyceps fungus have been observed to infect rats, taking over their bodies. Could it have been the same effect of other mammals? Oh no. Shiro-san. Experimental fungus. Fungicide. I don't like where this is going. Oh, Shiro-san. Okay, let's go downtown, I guess. I'd love a gun. I really would. I'm not getting one, though. Definitely not. I could reduce Doom. I just use this now. Boop. That was easy. Frees up my inventory, at least. Like, whether or not I use it now or later, it's still going to be the same amount of Doom reduced. So. Okay, let's investigate. Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He stops in front of a house, visibly nervous. Before he enters the house, he turns around, as if he's checking for any unwanted followers. Follow the weird man, do nothing, asks the waiter. Yeah, let's ask the waiter. I'm sure he's like, oh, what's this? What's this fucking crazy bitch with a mask and a baseball bat and a carpenter hammer? Ask me, Jesus. Before pursuing the menu, ask the waiter if they know him. Isn't it better to use immediately because more doom causes more? Yeah, I think you're right. That makes sense to me. Stop anything bad from happening before it actually happens. Yeah, that makes sense. Plus, it's more inventory space as well. Explains that the man is a part of a tabletop role-playing community. Yeah, that makes sense. He's doing a little bit of mage cosplay, he's got strange symbols, he's worried about people judging him. Good thing I didn't, like, burst in. Although he could be in a cult. It might be the 90s and they're like, D&D is the devil's game or something, but it actually is this time. Well, the dispatch order is stained with foul-smelling liquid. You think you can make out the address, at least parts of it. The house is somewhere in a nearby forest. Yeah, that checks out for the whole botanist thing. Maybe I should go and, like, get some supplies. Although, I don't have many funds. I could probably buy a bandage. But then I might run into that guy again. So maybe I've got 17 stamina and a baseball bat. I can do this. I can throw a hammer as well if I want to. Oh boy. You've no idea that the funeral you've been invited to would end with the guests slashing their hands to feed the deceased with their blood. What a sentence. You stand at the back, shocked by how grotesque it is. Suddenly the guests turn their heads in your direction. It's your turn now. Follow the awful tradition. Fight your way out. Try to talk them out of this. Needs folklore studies. Oh. Why did I have to... Damn it. No! Can't level up right now. Oh no. How many are there? The guests. Oh god. I don't want to... Are they gonna like... I feel like they're gonna force me either way. If I don't, I'm gonna have to fight, or they'll force me. Yeah, my charisma is terrible. All that stitching up of my own arms and face has not done me any good. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I want to actually like engage with a ritual though, because it could like seriously fuck me up. I mean, I've got a baseball bat. Maybe I can do this. Strength success. The guests mean business. Breaking into a run, you smash into the mourner standing near the exit. Luckily, they don't. Oh. Well, that went as well as it could have. It's dark. You don't remember the trees growing so close to each other. The funeral. It's growing in power. Oh god, really deep in the forest, aren't we? Safe. No modifiers to skill checks. Where is that gardener? Dropping tree branches hanging over a path, framing it in almost a macabre way. It's almost inspiring. Never get lost in thoughts in any Lovecraftian thing. Get a grip. You quicken your pace and leave the menacing path. I feel like I would have lost a lot more reason if I got lost in thought there. Never look at sticks for too long. Let's go in the middle one. A parasitic organism burrows under the bark, undulating slowly. Steak knife, I could eat him. Let's investigate. Knowledge check failure. The bark is flabby and sticky. It makes you recoil in horror. My reason is not good. What do my spells take again? I know one of them takes reason. Yeah, skin takes a lot of reason, and this takes stamina instead. Maybe I should have got like some friends, but before coming out here I should have visited my neighbor. Following the ghastly music, you find yourself in a forest. The sound is getting closer. Oh, 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 that's great. Oh. You've discovered white sands. Ribcage woman. Oh. I like... Oh, okay, that's great. Anyway, let's baseball bat her. As per usual. Chance to hit 43%. That is good stuff. Can I do 2 of those? I can, so that's 12. Or 8. 12. That's the same. Yeah. Just do this, I guess. Bonk. Bonk. Oh, we missed one, damn it. Ribcage wound stabs you with a rib bone. Of course the only like attack we miss is the highest percentage we've had the entire game. Of course. Let's just do the double attack. Bonk. Goodbye, Ribcage woman. I suppose it'd be smarter to do more small attacks in that case so I can have a higher chance of defeating her quickly. But it all ended fine. New achievement unlocked. I thought it said do. You stumble upon a half-eaten deer carcass. That's not nice. What is this? I don't know. I'm gonna go like work it backwards in. Following a trail of rotten fruit, you stumble on a small forest shrine. It's probably dedicated to some local spirit. The small statue looks alien and menacing. I don't want to do either of these. Like, destroying it's just gonna anger something. Let's just pray. Perception check success. Kneeling by the shrine, you discover a small piece of paper tucked behind the statue. Plus 5 XP. How close are we to leveling? I think it's 100. Yeah, 100. Getting close. Is this Doom? Probably. Ah, yeah, that would be. Okay. Do this other corner. I'd imagine it'd be further into the forest. Ah, yes, there we go. Finally, after what felt like hours of following the dirt road, you find an old mansion. It's completely overgrown with plants you've never seen before. In front of the mansion, there's a Guardian Company minivan filled with boxes. Slowly, you enter the building with caution. Oh, so much fertilizer! You stand in the middle of the room where suddenly the floor gives up and you fall down into the basement. Falling through the hole in the floor, you find yourself in an overgrown basement. In the corner lies a man you recognize. It's Shiro-san, the missing gardener. You must help him escape this cursed place. He's alive? Oh. Well. Okay. Plans for attacking you. You must protect the injured Shiro-san and lead him to safety. He'll continue to lose health each turn. Right, okay. This turn, the plants will attack you instead of Shiro-san. Stop and take a closer look at Shiro-san's injuries. Oh no. He's a plant. Continue leading the injured man outside. You'll need to perform this action multiple times to leave the mansion. The way is blocked by thick branches. Okay. I don't have any, like, medical stuff at all. Oh, this takes a lot of time. Maybe we should just have a look at his injuries first, if we can just, like, leave him. There he goes! The top of Shiro-san's head flies off, revealing his brain! Out of it, the fruiting body of a fungus! Oh, my man had a bit too... slightly too magic mushrooms for you, man. The fungus was not good. Glad I did that first. Oh, Shiro-san. Great mustache, though. Okay. Sorry, but you're getting a full baseball bat. Bonk, 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 bonk. Actually, can I get one of these in there? I could. May as well put that. Helps a little bit. Then I'll save and launch. How much did that do to me? I didn't see. I think it's 2? I don't know. Load. Launch. Oh, I missed so many of them. He did 2 damage. It's quite a bit, actually. Load. Launch. Oh, Shiro-san. I'm assuming he was gonna do that anyway. I hope. I mean, if the fungus was up to here, I don't think he had much hope for him. We can level up. Folklore, oh, art knowledge. You've got an eye for art and details. Knowledge of the various rituals and regional myths. One of these would be good. I think, I know because I'm choosing folklore, we're going to get an art knowledge thing. That's just how it works, but I gotta do it. Maybe I should do charisma, so it's a little bit better. Oh, I could get stamina back. Oh, I can rest and take a bath. Okay, resolve. The fungus dies, and with it, the gardener. With nobody to grow from, you hope that's the end of it. You finally understood something. The plants weren't attacking you, they're protecting you from the unnatural form of life. Oh, right, okay, they were trying to attack... Why were the plants... Whatever. Just don't think about it. Weakened, you stumble out of the mansion, hoping to forget. Bizarre brute of the blood-curdling botanist, ending B. Rewards for solving this mystery. 30 XP, 15 XP, minus doom. 1 reason, no stamina. And 1 more day has passed. The old gods. Dangerous bands of riders are gathering around downtown. The police are hopeless. That's not good. I don't want to go to the lighthouse yet. I only got 2 keys. I didn't get another one from Shiro-san. That's kind of concerning. Hello, 25. Is you ever going to come out of there? Oh no, I got the key. I spoke too soon. Anyone out there? It's a nice day outside, except for the riding and the old gods, and just the state of the world. But otherwise, it's a nice day. Let's watch TV. There. Once a year, a ramen shop appears where there was once an alleyway. The ramen sold inside is made from its former patrons, but can cure any health problem. What is the Japanese police number? Let me Google it. Japan emergency number. Police is 110, Coast Guard is 118, Fire and Ambulance is 119. Let's try 110. Or 110. Nope. Do I have any more sick digs? Looking good. Am I though? I haven't got that much charisma left. I don't know if I'm really looking good. Suppose I did upgrade it, but whatever. It's a bit concerning that I can't save and load. Oh, peephole. Hello. Someone is standing in the shadow, watching your door. Yep, they've been there for 3 days. We really should call just apartment security of them, but whatever. Take a bath. Yeah. Yeah. Hot water. It's only 1 stamina, damn. Okay. Is this Coast Guard thing? Or the Sea Guard? Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors. It began with one fisherman who drank something truly awful from the belly of the ocean. A dark, writhing ooze that mesmerized him beyond control. Oh, what's it called? What's apartment security got to do with a baseball bat? Can't. You know, I think you might have a point there. I'm the apartment security in these parts. They might have the law on their side, but I have brute strength. And dexterity. What's he called? The, Eldritch... Dagon. And then the thing rose. Oh, what story is that? I can't remember. The guy, like, he's on a boat, then he falls off. And then in, like, the North Pacific, or South Pacific Ocean, a giant black oozy island rises. And he finds Dagon on it, and then he goes crazy. That's one of the stories. I can't remember which one that is. He hid himself away for a week, adoring it, not yet to be seen until a moonlight night when a young girl spotted his boat drifting away. A single lantern swinging at the helm captivated fisherman singing eerily to his catch. Now more and more fishermen have begun to find the vile ooze in their nets, and one by one they are disappearing. Soon the ocean will have taken them all. Oh, fish! Discard 2 items to complete this quest. Start your investigation, hoping to overhear some rumor. Can I sell this? 1 fund, maybe. Investigate forest. The dogs. It sucked that we lost the dog, and like before I had even spoken to him once, he was gone. That sucks. Might be a good idea to get some medical stuff from the hospital. Doctor's... Oh, we could go to the doctor's office, actually. He might be able to help. Do I still have a concussion? Probably not. Emergency department is... What the dog doing? Oh, where's my emote wall? Oh, it's like all the way down here. Boop. What the dog doing? He's not selling me stuff, that's for sure. Crowded as a direct result of the weird things happening. You finally asked to the doctor's office. How can I help you today? Additional actions. Okay. Probably on the injury cards. I don't think I have any injury cards. No, I don't. Damn it, that was just a waste of doom. I still don't know what that is. I don't mean to... Okay. I want to go into the pharmacy. 2 stamina, 2 reason. I could use both of those, honestly. I do not have the funds. I could minus my charisma again. I mean, who needs charisma when you have a baseball bat? Am I right or am I right? Bam. 16 health. Bingo. Oh, what was that? Hearing footsteps, you turn around. Behind you stands a pretty woman in a sweater. Natural beauty. Yes, this is exactly what I need. Have you seen my mask? You shudder, seeing this woman reaching into her pocket and grabbing a nasty-looking knife. Pretty face. Would you mind if I borrow it? Yes, actually, I would. Aspiring model. I'm sure she'll make it one day. Okay, let's beat the shit out of her. Let's fuck her up. Boop, 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 boop. Actually, wait, I can do this as well. Doot, 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 doot. Oh, her face is gone. I took her face off. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, what's that? Lucky earrings. Oh. Equip 2 luck. Sure. Although you brave the stench for hours, you glean nothing beside... What? Why am I... I took my face off. Okay, I'm faceless. I guess maybe I shouldn't have been wearing that mask, huh? Okay, well, that's fine. We've got a face again. That's our face now. It's fine. It's fine. I just lost my face. No one will notice the difference. We've been wearing this for ages. What happens if I go home? Oh, I wanted to look in the mirror. Damn it. I mean, we're doing pretty well for losing a face. I'm gonna be honest. Taking it well. Fisherman had a wife. The investigation is taking a toll on you. You're starting to miss the most obvious leads. Damn it. You arrive at the fisherman's house. It stands long vacated. Peering through the dusty window, you recoil and struck. yeah, the curse. I mean, yeah. The curse is... I'm faceless. I think I've lost my face, but I've got the mask face on. So I'm still technically faceless. I think. Which actually kind of sucks. Maybe I can go like the shrine and get rid of it. Okay, no, that's not a shrine, that's just the village. There's somewhere I can like pray and get rid of my facelessness. I don't think they can help me at the hospital. Can I get help from my neighbor? Yeah, I mean, they saw me coming and like, oh fuck, she hasn't got a face. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm busy today. Bye. When you arrive at the fisherman's house, okay, yeah. The mansion. Oh, you bitch. That's not what I wanted to do. I've lost reason. Oh, I selected the wrong one. Oh, that's bad. Everything's going bad. Investigating. Wait, a hot bath is too inviting. Yeah, zero fun's not good. Not good at all. Gotta remember to stay above that, apparently. Hold on. I enabled some BBTV emotes. I want to see. This is gonna look so stupid if it doesn't work. No! Oh wait, it kind of did. That might have worked in actual Twitch chat. I think so. It doesn't work in Streamlabs one, but I think it works on actual Twitch. I mean, I need a bath. You bathe happily and... Oh, more reason. Great. Surely someone must have caught one of these. You lurk hoping to spot one of them. Up moving on the stream. Ugh. No. Twitch, please. There's one. I see. There he goes. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Wait, let me have a look at actual... If I go onto the browser... I need to mute myself before we get doubling, though. Goodbye, me. Oh, yeah, okay. Oop. Anyway, back to this. I like that guy's shirt. I'm a big fan of patterned button shirts. Not specifically Hawaiian ones, but close to them. I own a lot. Travel to Seaside. I've got a lot of Doom. I don't really want to get any more, honestly. I mean, my baseball bat's really good, so I don't need anything else. Something giant and invisible leaves a deep void in the sea. It's not moving, but you swear it's watching you. I'm sure it's just like just a hole in the sea. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, hello. The young man has glassy eyes and mumbles his replies between caressing his catch. The beating movements in his arms disturb you. Threat level is low. Okay. I really wish the dog was around. What's the dog doing? The waves lazily wash on the shore. You take a deep breath. The freshy air clears your head. Great. After a slow interrogation, the young man manages to stutter out something about organizing a fishing trip. Is it still low? Yeah, okay. Can investigate it more. Suddenly, the air around you begins to whirl. A supernatural wave of freezing wind is approaching. Well, I don't have that. So we're gonna just brace myself. And hope for the best. I've got no face, so hopefully it doesn't just travel into my body. Ow. The blizzard chills you to the bone and disappears as quickly as it began. Where are we in Japan that there's flash blizzards? You slip out at night and race towards a beach, terrified of what comes next. Yeah, full moon, let's investigate. 1984. Those are serpents or something. The full moon shines bright in the cloudless night sky. The ink-black ocean waves glimmer eerily. All the residents have drawn their shutters tight and locked their doors. Your footsteps are silent on the sand. The only sounds are your ragged breathing and pounding heartbeat. You arrive at the water's edge, breathless. The possessed fishermen's boats fill the horizon with their lights, tiny yellow spots navigating across the dark ocean under a dark sky. You cannot make out the figures on board. I nearly read that entire thing without stuttering, damn it. Hypnotized, you watch as they bob their way out of the harbour, their lanterns farther and farther away, until you hear the odd chanting slowly fade with the wind. You stand in the cold until the final boat is out of sight and it's pitch black again. There's nothing to do now. You head home. Weird that it's still in your head. Who's this guy? We're not going to talk about eyes, ears, mouth, nose, bleeding man? What? I don't think I solved that one. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I solved that one. That doesn't... I just kind of sat around and watched them leave? That's not a solve to me. Wow. It turns out doing nothing is the best course of action. No one spoke of the fishermen after they sailed off. Grieving mothers would not let their children anywhere near the cursed beach. Over time, people forgot the last time they saw a boat out on the waves. The saga of the Moonlight Sailors ending B. I didn't even fight anyone. I lost my face and that's it. The old gods. Oh, I can level. Wait, do I not have this equipped? I never equipped the lucky earrings? God damn it. Leadership. Hot bath. Oh! Hot bath. And we might need to get Reason back. Yeah, I think it's a safe move to get Reason back. I thought I equipped this. Oh. Ah, yeah, you're right. Yep. I get what... Yeah. Yeah. I forgot slot B. Yeah. The face is sort of helping. It keeps Doom down a bit. Which is theoretically a good thing. Plus 2 luck. I don't even have a luck stat here. I mean, it kind of makes me feel better having a face. Roads leading out of the town are now closed by the police. You have to find a new way out. Come on, guys. Don't let me leave. Uh-oh. 25 is ever restless. Take the key. Okay, I've got D. I only need E. I don't have any more leads, though. Anyone... Oh, Ghost Grey Mist enwraps the whole town. Boop, 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 boop. I can't let that light off. You found new item, library notes. Gain a random spell, lose 2 reason. Oh, I could sell it. We'll just hold on to it for now. Now let's watch some TV. Demolition of an old inner-city shrine has resulted in an array of unfortunate accidents and most recently the death of 6 people, suspected of arson. Oh, suspected of the arson. What do I call, like... 911. Call the Americans over. Get them to help out. No, I don't think that's gonna help. Hey, I've got a face! I've got a face again! Only in the mirror I have a face. Inside the figurine you find some money. Oh, great. They're like me, it's so relatable, no face. Take a bath, we can take a hot bath. Okay, Okay, got more stamina back. Just don't want to die. Just really don't. Oh, peephole. He's gone. Where is he? What if I look in it again? He's gonna be like up against it. Oh, he's back. What's that? Hello? Yeah, probably just your imagination. Nothing to worry about. We don't have any mysteries, do we? No, we don't have any left. We're missing a key, so I don't know if we can go to the lighthouse. I mean, we can have a look. I can't. Choose a mystery to investigate. There is none. No, lighthouse. That's my only option. Maybe I can watch TV again. Something will crop up on like a new mystery. Local police are helpless, and more victims with their floats slashed turn up on the downtown area. Minor earthquake in the seaside revealed an entrance. Yep, we saw that before. I think let's just go to the lighthouse. I'm not confident in the fact that we're missing a key, though. Worries me. Wait, no. I'm doing the wrong thing. Back to town screen. Okay, lighthouse. The ominous lighthouse has been closed for longer than you can remember. This doesn't feel good. But I can't go into town. Old gods' influence will slowly corrupt and change the calm seaside town. Multiple padlocks prevent you from entering. You need 5 keys. Ah! Well, I'm missing one of those. Oh, unless it's already open. Because that symbol's different. A, B, C, D. E. I've already opened that padlock. What? I didn't, but whatever, I'll take it. We've got a baseball bat, we can handle this. You finally made it inside the cursed lighthouse. Your gut is telling you 2 things. That whoever, or whatever, is behind the weird events must be at the highest floor of this place. And that you should run as far as you can. You're afraid there won't be a way back once you start climbing these stairs. I'm thinking maybe we should put the earrings on, honestly. Like, if the doom only affects the town, these are going to help us more in the fight. We're just kind of faceless, though. We just don't worry about that. It's offensive to mention the fact that I don't have a face. It's a bit rude. Rest a bit. What does that do? Okay. Can always put our face back on. It's fine. Start climbing. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped. Wait a minute. Someone has been taking your photos. They focus on the enemies you fought with. There's something wrong. But you can't precisely say what. Select the enemy you fought as the second one. Oh, fuck. The second enemy I fought? Select the enemy you fought as the second one. Oh, it was either Apartment Stalker Akamanto. Maybe. Or maybe it was Stalker Girl in the school. I'm trying to remember. Let's think. Did I find Akamanto? I think I might have fought Akamanto after the stalker girl in the school. So I think it was him. Oh! Correct answer. You rip the photo. Underneath is a tiny button. You press it and with a buzz the gate opens. God Gamer. Oh, I didn't think I was going to have to remember stuff. Wait a minute. Someone broke into your apartment. Stole all the clues and newspaper clippings. You pinned them here. The more you study them, you discover you can't remember any of them. Except one. Select the title of the mystery you investigate as the second one. I did Cape first, and then I did Ramen, and then I did Botanist, and then I did Sailors, I'm pretty sure. I did Ramen second. Yep. Oh. The memory is just barely holding out. You rip the newspaper clipping of a case you seem to remember. Underneath it is a tiny button. Press it and gate opens. Following the winding staircase, you're stopped by darkness. A thick black cloud is obscuring your vision. You can swear something is waiting for you inside of it. Well, I don't have a light source, so can't help you there. You know, let's learn a spell. Maybe it'll be like a light spell. Mind Drain. Deals 3 damage. Well. Sure. I can forget all my spells if I want more reason. Yeah, I'm fine. I eat my carrots, I eat my greens, I can see in the dark. You start to breathe it through. You finally emerge a while later safe. You can't however explain the blasphemous whispers you heard. -3 reason. We're just tanking the reason today. It's fine. Oh boy. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. It's locked, but you notice an electrical cable. It seems to connect the door to a hole inside the central pillar. If there's a switch inside, you'll have to risk getting cut by the numerous glass shards and knives. I mean, we sewed ourselves up enough. If we're missing a face, we can handle a little bit of knivage. Dexterity check failed. Damn it! No! That's because I have no face. My dex would have been like 9. You feel this sharp glass ripping your flesh as you search for the switch. Finally, you grab a cable and follow it with your bleeding fingers until you find the button. With a buzz, the gate opens. We're doing okay. Sort of. You're stopped by a girl wearing a dirty black school uniform. I'm sorry, but I can't let you go any further, she says, reaching for her bag. It's too late anyway. You instinctively take a step back when you notice a knife in her hand. You have to think fast. Reason. Oh yeah, we're abysmal charisma. No way we're reasoning. You try to talk her into allowing you to pass, but suddenly she raises a knife and slices right across her own throat, nearly decapitating herself. Oh, how deep was that cut? Wow. Carefully step over her body. Okay, we might have to forget some spells soon. The dark clouds swirl around the lighthouse. Did you arrive too late? Oh, it's the mirror. Hello. Donk. Oh. That was simpler than I thought it'd be. I thought I was gonna have to fight something. I just had to kick a mirror over. The man in the mirror is gone. The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You've managed to stop that girl who nearly decapitated herself. I don't have everlasting trauma for that one. It's fine. You've managed to stop the ritual awakening the eldritch old god, but what's done is done. It will stir its slumber again and again until the stars are right. Congratulations, you're safe for now. None of these people helped me at all. Also, I got my face back. Congratulations, you survived. The fourth difficulty, skeptic. Face without lucky earrings. Yeah, I'm feeling I'm feeling optimistic about the future. No face but a dream. I can do it. It's fine. You managed to solve 4 mysteries plaguing this town. You saw 32 events. You counted 7 enemies and 4 achievements. Oh, yeah. Yeah, face is very, very much gone. I mean, she can get a new one. Surely, it's fine. Surely be fine. World of Horror. Happy and safe Halloween. Ah, thank you. Okay. Let's speedrun this one. That's what I did then. That's what I did, and then quick play. If it's your first play, oh yeah, okay. Skeptic, get the full gameplay experience with a selection of tiny changes to make the dreadful town more hospitable. Something weird is happening here, but I'm not sure we... yeah, okay. Occult capital of Japan. Every year, the city is visited by hundreds of tourists interested in the paranormal. Let's just... quick play. I think. Random character, let's go. What is that? Just a very bright... Oh, those are like trees and grass, and that's a rock. Okay, I thought it was like a face with like eyes there. Okay. Yeah, people are going missing. Internet. Gods. Cool car drifting. Old train slows. The missing star... Oh no, the stars! Media reports of various people with seemingly supernatural skills. Could have any connection with the news and stars disappearing from the night sky. What is this, Katamari? I'm rolling up the stars or something. Old God's rule. Casting spells raises doom instead of its normal cost. That's kind of good. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, doom raising is not good. But not costing, like, reason? Or stamina? That's pretty good. Backstory. Medical history. Nicotine withdrawal. All combat actions are slower. Oh, great. Discard. Plus 20 experience. Do I want to keep this? Is it going to come in handy, maybe? I don't know. Wait for quests? Yeah, then I thought it'd be something like that. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Plus 1 reason adds new status. Smoking kills. Sure does. And I've got bandages. Okay. Disillusioned with the medical care, you know you'll need to pay up. Wait for the... yeah. I'd imagined it was like an important item. You'll start with extra experience and bandages, but each damage can cause an injury. Right, okay. So I'm prone to injury then. At least I have a face. That's a plus. Let's just go to Lighthouse right now. 25 is still angry. Open the blinds. It's a nice day. Oh. Anyone outside? Nope. All is normal. Library notes. Lose to reason. You know what? Let's just sell it. Get that money. Get that moolah. Ooh, we got a cool jacket. A samurai. Bar brawl. Mafia. We gotta go with Mafia. Oh. I can't remember the main Yakuza guy. I haven't played the Yakuza games. Kiru, I think? Kiru? Not 100% sure. That's what that is, though, I think. Let's watch TV. Minor earthquake. Okay. Yeah, man-made stuff. Hiru Kazuma? Yeah, him. It's like the white jacket and the red shirt. Let's take a bath. I think XP boost would be good to start out on, because we don't have... Yeah. Level up as much as possible. Then investigations. Yep, 5 mysteries. Alarming account of abnormal arms. Eerie episode of evolving eels. Bizarre bruit of blood-curdling... Oh, it's him again. Got the fungicide ending. Freaky feature of found footage. A curious case of contagious coma. Oh, that one sounds fun. Contagious coma. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People trying to wake the patients up result with them falling into a coma themselves. The whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated to the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people, and how did this strange illness start? Let's check the news reports and see about this weird disease and try to find the cause before more people fall asleep. And by check, I guess the library might have school reports? Maybe? That's what this circle means, right? Like, look here for good stuff, I'm assuming? I already forgot what the tutorial said about the circle. Oh, learn gossip. Latest gossip, asked to join, observe. Share a creepy story. Forced to help, latest gossip, asks. Force, latest, force. You got any goss? Did you hear there's a cliff nearby with strangely shaped holes? If Ooh didn't do those drones, then who did? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Everyone help! We're getting a ragtag team together. Okay. Leave. It's me and the boys and girls going out. We're gonna fuck shit up. Investigate. People point and talk about a man on the other side of the street. He looks confused, muttering to himself, while occasionally touching and festering a wound on his cheek. You stop in your tracks and listen to the man's cursed incantation. Gain a spell. Flesh regrowth? What's this one? Enthrallment. Gain an additional follower. Oh, okay. Support healing. +3 stamina, -2 max stamina. Interesting. Right, so it's like just like a quick heal that actually just screws you over. I don't know what my max is though, because it's not 17. Nope. What's that? +1 damage while under the nicotine. Oh, okay. So if I smoke something, I'm going good. Right at the top of the lighthouse. I'll like light up a cigarette and it's like, huh, this is the last of my pack, and that'll be the cool one-liner. And by cool, I mean not at all. You're presently surprised to meet your old friend while waiting for a train. She's undoubtedly changed a lot since you've last seen her. These days, she's moderating a web forum dedicated to the paranormal. Go for a coffee with my other friends. Oh, what did I... Invite for a coffee. You have to sneak into the hospital, borrow the patient's ear information. Oh, I want to go for coffee. Dog! Hello! Woof woof. Drink it. Deal 8 damage to ghosts. 3 stamina, -1 charisma. 1 dexterity until the end of the current mystery. +1 knowledge. +2 experience for each investigated location. Yakuza card for the dog. Can re-roll items. Look at that. What a guy. Oof, oof. I do have a lot of funds. What am I low on? Knowledge, I guess. I do have to have it equipped, though. If anything, I should go to the hardware store and get, like, a hammer. That would have been good for the dark bit, wouldn't it? Get the hammer. This is going to carry me. In a major way. Okay, let's investigate. See what's going on. Stargazing? You love to see it. Your friend just asks you to meet them at a certain secluded location. Getting there, you find a telescope with a note signed by your friend. The note tells you to look through the telescope. As much as I like looking through telescopes, I don't think I'd do that one. Curious, you check it out. You don't see anything at first, and you notice it. The bloated body of Athliozalach is getting closer. Oh, Athliozalach. Is that the old god right now? The towering eye. Oh, he is a big boy. Athliozalach. I mean, there's no. I could say, oh, I probably didn't pronounce that right, but it's an eldritch name. There's no right pronunciation. When the patient came home one morning covered in scars, babbling about aliens, the police had them committed. They're mumbling something quietly as you pass. And do the oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. Charisma success. You immediately understand the only difference between you and the crazy person that you haven't been caught. You convince them to sneak out. Oh, my ally. Investigate the village location twice. Okay, yeah. This completely left my brain. This entire piece of the page. Iowa. Oh, Jeff. What a Chad. What a Chad he is. Is it? Is it? Wait. Yeah. It's the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson turtleneck image. I thought it was. Hold on. Dwayne Johnson turtleneck. Let me pull this up. Why is he just in the game? I don't understand. You know, he can be the Damn it, I don't have Keck W emote. Damn it. Wait, I want him to be behind me. He's a wide boy. He's our biggest support. Okay, quest. Village. Got the whole team together. Walking into the village, you're suddenly pulled behind a building. Two menacing-looking masked figures block your escape. You said the odd ones. Yes. So, what? Yeah, I do. We knew it! The prophecies were true. The mask figures relax a bit, taking off their masks. We apologize for this, Master. I mean, I got Doom, but I got Bros. Oh, what? She's just got a gun! Hell yeah. Ryoko and... Masafumi. Yeah, we've just got an entire squad. There's too many people. Oh, that's me. Got Akito, got Hachi, got Kari, got Iwa, or The Rock. We got Ryoko, and we got Masafumi. This is going pretty well. Like, that old god comes to Earth, we are just gonna gang, like... What's the word? I feel like there's a word for like a big beat up. Like when everyone's piling onto one person. I can't remember it. I want to see them all, come on. Oh. Unseasonal floods may have closed the roads. Look for an alternate. Wasted a lot of time. An old man from the village hands you a package. This should help you. I understand the illness. Ooh. Dust of Singing. Momentarily renders invisible creatures partially visible. Sets enemy power to 0. What is it? Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't have a Discord. I could make one, but I haven't. I have one command set up with Nightbot, and that is a shoutout command. I don't need that much else right now, to be perfectly honest with you. We're gonna go downtown again. The only metro line in your town connects the university and the science complex. You could take a ride to gain some time, but you've got a feeling something is wrong. Where are all the people? Let's just walk. Yeah, one Doom. I think that's worth it if we're not getting, like, destroyed on a train or something. Describing a certain village and instructions for summoning ritual. It seems he tried to contact a being from the realm... Oh, the Dream Realms. Ooh, Dream Realms. I can't remember which Lovecraft story I read about the dream ones. It was the one where the guy gets on a boat and he goes sailing and then he has to go home, but he doesn't want to, and he does, and he can't go back to the dream world or something. I don't know. I haven't read my big fat Lovecraft book in a long time. Stop right there! You hear a voice coming from behind you. You won't destroy my life's work. Look at that! Look at those eyes. Black like a doll's eyes. Obsessed man. I think we can kill him in the first round, honestly. Oh, we do 5 damage. Ooh. Wait, how much? 10? 10%? I really should have looked at that beforehand. Yeah, that is not a good amount. If I do that and that, that's pretty good. Can I do a kick? No. Then I might be able to land that one if I do that. If I'm lucky. Damn it. Okay, I'll get him this round. Bingo. Okay, at least now I know I've only got a 10% chance of hitting. Maybe I should have looked at that before, but whatever. The quarantine wing is guarded closely. You must find a way to sneak through. I want to keep this for when I actually get injured, I think. just rest. You saw the painkillers. You phoned your friend and talked about unrelated stuff. Building up Doom very fast, actually. We were, like, barely on 50 when we were done, like... I don't know... like, 3 of the investigations. We've already got 38. Got everyone with us. Rock image. Someone has been branding the patients of occult symbols. Assume the worst. Arcane grasp. Branded like cattle. Are they preparing a feast for the Eldritch Masters? Probably just a tattoo or something. Maybe they fell over on the oven and it's like got a weird symbol on it. You don't know. There it is. Let's hope you find an answer in here. Investigate the quarantine. You managed to sneak through the floor, avoiding the police, and finally reach the quarantine wing, where all the coma patients were brought in. The pulse is slowly weakening and the blood pressure dropping. You must hurry. Use the dust of seeing. Oh. Following the old man's advice, he throws a dust of seeing in the air. It reveals weird, elongated monsters hanging from the ceiling. One above every bed. Each creature is connected to the patient with an undulating tendril. As you try to process everything, one of the disgusting creatures raises its head and looks in your direction. Prepare myself. The creature causing the contagious coma, plaguing your town, is taking notice of you. You must defend yourself or perish. Oh, this music. Unplug life support. The monster seems to gain its strength from the sleeping patients. Unplugging the life support of one of them will weaken it but kill the patient. Ugh. We can do that if we need to. One of my friends has a gun. Come on. Okay. Let's smoke a pack. Oh, I thought it... No, I get the nicotine thing, don't I? Nicotine rush. Okay. We're gonna need a prep. Can I do another? No, I can't, damn it. Okay. Oh, I might... Okay, okay, I can get more in. I didn't even realize. That, and then prep, and then we... No? Ah, yeah, there we go. And we're gonna save that one. And launch. Wait, Okay, I did that badly. I set that out badly. That was my fault. That one, then that one, then that one. Yeah, prep, yeah. Yeah. Give me a break, okay? My brain's not working right now. There we go. 9 stamina, that's not good. Coughing blood. Should I be worried? Probably. We do have a bandage. We can use next round. We can always unplug life support. It's always an option we have. Mind is on fire. Oh, I can't use it in battle? Yeah, I don't want to throw it at the enemy. Okay. I don't think he can kill us. Damn it. Bonk. Resolve combat. Oh. The creature's severed body falls on the floor and it starts melting slowly. The remaining part slithers back into the now closing hole in the ceiling. You've managed to catch a glimpse of the other side. The other side makes you fall on your knees. It wasn't its body that you managed to cut off. It was just a finger. That's good. That is good. That is good, like Eldritch. You think you've defeated this, like, just crazy hard monster, and it's only a hair of the strength. Shaken, you sneak out from the hospital. One thing is certain. It's the end of this weird illness. Okay. Dream Eater, the hospital is now safe. Plus 30 XP, plus 15 XP. There's still hope. Minus 3 Doom. And 1 day passed. Okay. Self-therapy. Forgetting spells regains extra reason. Plus 2 is additional spell slots. Or regain 1 stun for all past event skill checks. I think that'd be good passively. Just to always be... If I pass something, I always get stamina back. That's good, I think. I think it's more useful than these. Although Arcane Grasp did come in. Oh no, this one has a picture of abs on it, so... I'm gonna have to... I really need stamina back. I need both back, actually. Although I do have these bandages I'm about to use. Let's give me stamina. Okay. And then I'm gonna use this bandage. Am I still coughing blood? Yeah, I am. Okay. Why can I not... I can discard and trade. Oh, maybe I have to do that first. The whole town stopped receiving any outside signal. It must be the radio mast failure. And now can I bandage myself? No. Damn it. Go home. Got the key. Now I can bandage... No. Please. I just want to live. Nothing. Ghost grey mists enwrap the whole town. Weird, nothing happened. Could leave something to charge here. Maybe like a stun baton or something? What is that? Nope, he's gone. Watch TV. Yeah, no signal. Can't call anyone on the phone either. Not that I could anyway, but even if I ever wanted to, can't do it. So let's take a bath first. Stamina. I'm not doing too hot, even though I've got like 20 people with me. You think they could patch me up a little? Okay. Alarming account of abnormal arms. Eerie episode of evolving eels. Botanist, I've done that once. Freaky feature of found footage. So I did the finger one first, the coma. So let's do abnormal arms. That shouldn't be too hard. Just a few more arms. Just like a spider. It's whatever. Ignore me floating away there. I remember when it started. The woman next door was strangled to death in her bed, with no sign of forced entry. The killer was never found, and the apartment remained vacant. Investigate. The door to her apartment was closed, and she lived alone. What other ways were there? Maybe you can get the apartment plan to compare with the other flats. Investigate the hospital location twice. Okay, let's do that first. Where is it? Okay, I'm already there. You enter the hospital looking for information about a certain patient. The main corridor is dark and strangely empty. You spot a nurse at the registration booth. She's asleep. Set the trash can on fire. Awesome. Let us sleep. You abandon the idea of stealing the patient's document. It will hamper your investigation, sure, but a well-rested nurse means safer hospital. No fighting either. I don't want to fight. You find yourself in an old, unused part of the hospital here. Search the cabinet. Perception check, success! Something flashes in the corner of a dusty drawer. You reach for it. It's a sun kit, which may come in handy later. Anatomical museum archive displays a specimen with elongated arms and jellified bones. Elongated museum specimen. Right. Cool. Okay, can use that, but I can't use the bandage. I guess, okay, it's just a minor injury one. I thought it'd heal, like, health as well, but probably not. I already have a lot of charisma, so... I'm just gonna sew myself up. It's got a cool scar now. Yeah! Okay, let's investigate. After talking to the dog. How expensive is all this? 2 funds, 2, 1? I don't think it's going to be a ghost. I don't want to lose all my money and then have the money guy come and talk to me again. Because he sucks. Let's investigate. Alarmed at the sound of glass breaking, you discover a corpse of a policeman lying in the pool of blood. It looks like someone or something has tore out his throat. Check his wounds, escape before more people take his gun. Take the gun. You won't be needing it for sure, but you still feel bad about stealing from a corpse. Look. I need a gun. Damage 3, speed 80, inflict firearm one-handed PER. Damage when shot 9. Ah. Well, I do like a good revolver, so... let's try this puppy out. Hopefully I don't need bullets for it. That'd kind of suck. Although it would make sense. I've got like a ton of people, it'd be fine. Mr. Ooh! Junji, you're hit. He gives me... I can lose experience. How close am I to... I'm not that. I'll share my experience. Plus 2 funds. You notice the placement, the odd placement of the ventilation shafts. They seem to be small to crawl through. Maybe an arm can crawl through them. I mean, that's not that unusual. A small ventilation shaft. Oh, wait, no, that's not the weird part. It's that they're oddly placed. A woman jumps out of her apartment covered in gore. Between sobs, she tries to explain what happened. She was taking a shower when suddenly the shower head started spraying blood. A trail of blood leads into the apartment. Calm down, miss. Charisma check success. We may have sewn up our own face bloodily with a needle and thread, but we're still hot as hell. The woman sniffs and smiles weakly. You feel like you've prevented something awful. How low was my reason? That was +4 to get to 9. Should interview the neighbors. Maybe we'll discover something the police missed. I've got no face. It's me from the last game. Not waiting for an elevator, you decide to take the rarely used stairs. You suddenly trip, but grab the railing in the last second. When you get up to inspect what caused you to trip, you freeze in horror. It's slowly standing up. Twisted corpse. Buddy. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We can't attack a ghost. Sever their ties to our world. Sever their ties to our world. I don't know. I only just 3 damage. That's not very good. Can I run? Ask your ally to distract enemy. Improvise weapon. Combat skill. Can't do anything in there. Oh, -2 reason. This chance of sexual attack by an enemy, the higher the power, the harder it will be. I think we gotta leave. I can't attack him. Get the fuck out of there. One neighbor is complaining her underwear went missing. Oh, booba. Okay, let's get it on screen. Emote, go. Boink. Oh, he doesn't animate. He's so small. He animates there, but not on screen, sadly. Okay. Keep investigating. As long as we don't run into that guy again, it'll be fine. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? The day of reckoning is coming, says the voice on the other side of the line. You definitely don't like it, the way the man on the other side line pulls an accent on real... Hello? Are you still there? Yeah, I mean... where's... I mean... They're in an apartment complex, right? Let's say they don't have any, like, balconies or anything. She probably just left it in, like, the building dryer. My underwear is gone. I mean, I'd lose... Do I lose underwear? Is that a thing that happens to me, actually? No, it's not. I was gonna say I lose underwear. I don't. I don't do that. I keep track of mine. Let's hear him out. Why did I do that? I should know. You learned some useful bits of information about your nemesis. However, if everything the man said was truth, humanity is doomed. I'll take a bath later. It'll be fine. Second neighbor is complaining about some weird noises coming from the vents when she's home. Some long arms are in the vent. You find an envelope lying on a pillow in your bedroom. Inside is cash and a note from someone who has been watching you. They wish you good luck in your task and promise to meet you soon. Just how did this envelope end up in your bedroom? Through the vent. They vented. I can't say it. They're sus. Anyway, resolve. Oh, my reason is not good. How about we go home for a little bit? Okay, there we go. That's a bit better. As am I. I love that Twitch face. The Twitch, like, smile emotes are just... sort of, like... just a smiley face one. Something about that is hilarious to me. Like, okay, have fun. Smiley face. Let's check the building plan to find out if there's a place where all the vents connect. Oh, there's definitely one. While looking through the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished painting of a woman, her skin a ghastly pale yellow. Unca. The scene is disturbing. You struggle to look at it, then stop. Charisma check failure. Charisma? For a painting? Intimidated by the unsettling painting, you're haunted by nightmares. Okay. Investigate the boiler room. Every room is connected to the vents coming through the unused boiler. Could it be? I intended it to be just out of left field. I mean, it wasn't the yellow skin. It was the it was like the Egyptian aesthetic. Boiler room. Is it going to be like the guy from Spirited Away? The guy that I can't remember the name of, with like really long arms? That's an arm. You enter the dark boiler room and trip over the pipe. Cursing, you find a light switch and gasp in horror. It's not a pipe. It's a long rubbery arm coiling around the room and ending in a ventilation shaft. Coming closer, you smell something rotten. Oh, I don't like that. Oh. You almost fall to the ground. Well, that's kind of broken, but whatever. Almost fall to the ground when you see the wide open stare of this dead pervert. His elongated limbs stretching and disappearing in the vent's darkness. Inside his mouth, you find a tiny key. Oh. Oh, that's it. After police have arrived, the whole building was searched. Following the arms, the detective found the body of a man stuck in the ventilation shaft. Later, he is identified as the building caretaker. In his closet, police find pieces of underwear. And that's where the underwear went. Yeah, that makes sense. You've been questioned thoroughly and eventually released as a murder case has been covered up by a case of an unfortunate gas leak. Ending A. Cool. Got the key. Certain locks. Okay, old gods, what you got? The friendly No! Oh, 07. The lighthouse is on. That's surprising, especially for daytime. That's weird. 25 is still angry. Oh, wait, do I? Well, that doesn't work. I'm too big for that one. Also the wrong color. Take the key. Yeah, why does it always have to be the dog? Especially the friendly shop dog. Come on. The little Shibu Inu. Why the old gods be going for the dogs? Come for one of my like 30 party members or something. Any TV? Nope. What are my stats like? Could do some more reason, yeah. Nothing in the drawer. No light. Nothing there. Anything outside? It's a nice day. A beautiful day outside. Birds are singing. Flowers are blooming. What the hell is that? Yeah, it's just imagination. I bet it's one of the neighbors of like a cardboard cutout. It's like, I'm gonna freak that guy out so hard. Yeah, I want to keep wearing that one. I still haven't used the revolver. I'm waiting to, it just hasn't happened. I don't remember, this is a different key to these ones, which is surprising. I wonder what this tiny key is going to do. Eerie episodes of evolving eels. Freaky footage. Freaky feature of found footage. Let's do the eels. Ooh, I like a shirt. While returning to your home, someone bumps into you. Did you know? You turn around. It's your friend living in the same apartment complex, Kana. That weird dude is back. You're the one who studies fish? You shrug, opening the door. Kana follows and immediately enters the kitchen. A while later, she returns with 2 cans of soda. Aren't you curious about what weird fish he did bring this time? She grins. What? Not really. I saw the creepy neighbor carrying some jars inside his apartment. I wonder, what weird fish did he find this time? We check it out. He will surely recognize me if I try to do it myself. Please! Investigate the seaside location to complete the quest. Okay, let's do that. I'll be back, Kana. Just after me and the boys. The military exercise makes you feel safer, but are guns enough to stop the unspeakable horrors lurking out there? I mean, if we've been beating them up with a baseball bat, and we've been fine. And I've got a gun now, so we should be even better, theoretically. Waves lazily wash. Oh, okay. Just more reason. Oh, we immediately lost it. Maybe you're going crazy, but you can swear something's watching you out in the sea. Okay, back to the apartment. Investigate. I'm still coughing blood. I would like to band-aid that. Oh, I can. Oh. There we go. As you prepare a bath, you think about all the possible leads so far. You're very tired, so maybe the ice-cold water is a good idea. I'm concerned about why I get a choice in this. Cold is normally reason, and hot is... Yeah, let's do cold. Strength check, success. Ice cold water revitalizes you and you're ready for the investigation. Some more experience, okay. Dude's working at school, right? We could break into his office. What do you mean we shouldn't? Kinda, that's illegal, but we are definitely gonna do it. Was that my bullet counter? Wow, the doom is massive. You enter the kitchen. Even though it's abandoned and the lights are off, something is cooking in a large pot. You don't like the smell. Let's look for a first aid kit. You find a small first aid kit next to the storage cabinet. You quickly bandage yourself and leave the kitchen. The neighbor's office at school was empty. You did find a few jars filled with weird eel-like fish. Despite your protest, Kana decides to take one jar home. Kana. Oh, she's gonna get eeled. Have you ever seen an eel like this? It's so freaky. Don't you have a feeling it's watching us? How can she sip soda so calmly, staring at this creepy creature? Kana's just built different. You hear rustling on the other side of your apartment door. Someone's trying to get in. He wasn't expecting me to have a gun. Oh, what? Oh, I need to actually fire it. There we go. Shoot him. I'm gonna prep this. And blam him. This only does 9 damage? Really? And now I've got ringing ears and a concussion. Great. I've seen enough. You know, I was gonna. You took the words when I would not say them. Maybe the hammer was, or the hammer might have been better than the gun. As much as I like the revolver, I don't think we even have bullets anymore. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Okay. This is not great. I don't think I can change weapon in battle. Oh, no, I can. No, I can't. Never mind. The police revolver is not as good as I wanted it to be. I wanted to, like, fan the hammer and fire, like, 12 shots at once. Decimate someone. But no. Okay. Just gonna have to gamble on these hitting. There we go. What ailments do I have? Concussion, -1 knowledge. All combat actions are slower until the current mystery. Ah, damn it. Okay. Attack. Missed. Okay, we're just gonna kick. Actually, yeah, that's slightly... No, that won't kill. We need both of these to hit. Damn it! Okay, just kick. Wait, what's that? Baseball bat. Oh, sweet. Well, that's my new weapon. I'm so disappointed the revolver wasn't better. I really am. Like 9 damage on one attack is cool, but I can do, I don't know, almost 8 with the hammer and not need to use bullets, so... I've seen him burning some notes behind an apartment building. Let's go and check it out. Can I get you, like, actually come with me? No? Okay. Oh, she's with me already. I'm a bit low on health and reason, but I think I'm okay. Should be alright. No bandages for these ones. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up. I know you're in. Call the police. The man escapes when he hears a police siren, but before he goes, he draws an unfamiliar symbol in blood on your front door. Maybe I should open that sometime. Connor was right. Someone tried to burn some papers. They must have been in a hurry because some of the papers look salvageable. You turn to your apartment and try to decipher the notes. That's so weird. Your neighbor's really into eels, it seems. You begin to wonder if spying on a neighbor was a good idea to begin with. Ooh, can I put these together? No. I want to, like, piece them together like some weird Ace Attorney, like, brain please. Like, when you, like, put the clues back together, I don't know. Like a puzzle. That's a better analogy. Anyway, legend from the Prefecture Eels will tell of a small villa of robbers who would kill all villagers or visitors and dump their corpses into a lake full of eels. Okay. Is that important? Small village of robbers who would kill all visitors and dump their bodies into a lake full of eels. So that's where the eels come from, I'm guessing. Carnivorous or something, probably. Just don't let that out, Kana, please. It might be a good idea in your head, but don't do it. I should have rested. Wandering through the empty corridor, you find an old vending machine. You don't recognize the brands of soda, but you could really use a drink. Oh, let's get the most expensive one. Let's splurge. One? What was the cheapest one? How was it? Okay, whatever. The drink seems a little odd, but you enjoy. Oh, it's probably like eel. Eel juice. There must be something more we can learn. I'll try to break into his apartment tomorrow morning. I wonder where he's hiding. You shrug non-committally. You just wish you could throw this damn jar in the trash. Kana, please don't break into his... whatever. It's her funeral. I'm gonna go home. Screw this. Painkillers. Okay, we got stamina and reason back. Wants me to go to the seaside. I could probably do with buying some stuff in a second, actually. Crabs are feasting on a bloated corpse carried to the beach by waves. Crabs are cool. We can have a search. Reaching for the body, you're attacked by the seven... Oh, they're not cool. The crabs are very rude today. Think about how stupid it is of Kana to try and break into your neighbor's apartment. You go to sleep. Spend the entire day waiting for Kana. Where the hell is she? I think I might know. I want to buy this. Could go full on Gordon Freeman on them. Chance to hit 70. Damage for... Yes, the school bat's better. Anyway, let's get the flashlight. And... What? Flashlight? Hello? Yeah, I don't think that crowbar's as good as the old Freeman one. Sadly. The flashlight's just gone, I guess. What? Okay, whatever. I'm not empty on funds, so it's fine, I guess. Let's go to the school, I guess. Find Kana, she's probably in a jar somewhere. Find an old trophy case. Oh, we have the tiny key. Using the key you find and open the trophy case and take an odd glow goblet without a plaque. Constantly cold to the touch. It looks ancient. What was it doing in the school? You never know. The school could have been made like 20,000 years ago. Look at them go! You cautiously enter the neighbor's kitchen. You're shocked to see countless jars filled with eels, flailing around restlessly. Where the hell is Kana? Check the bathroom. Check the bedroom. Escape! I'm thinking bedroom. I mean bathroom. Oh no. The swollen body of your neighbor is rotting away inside putrid and murky water. Both his eyes are missing with countless tiny blood trails leading from them in all directions. He's an eel man. Return to the kitchen. Check the bedroom. I can't look at that. Damn it. Oh no. I found the neighbor's body, but his eye bursts. I slip on the blood and lost consciousness. I'm afraid there's something in my own eye now too. Oh. Oh. I feel like if she goes to the hospital, she's gonna die on the way. But also, puncturing an eye is not a good idea. Oh, it's clearly growing and bleeding. Fuck it. Ah! Ah! God, I'm so sorry. You rush to the hospital for Kana, getting a lot of hard attention from hard people. Your friend is taken immediately to the operating theater, and you collapse on the chair in the waiting area. I'll be honest. I didn't expect to actually have to do that. I thought I'd fall asleep. Oh, okay. Wake up, dude. You've been sleeping for over 3 hours. She's pretty happy for her eye getting stabbed. You groggily open your eyes to see your friend. Kana is wearing an eye patch. Not so pretty anymore, huh? I couldn't exactly tell the doctors the truth about what happened, and I'm pretty sure I won't be winking with my left eye anytime soon. But thanks for saving my life. Whew. You still process the events of the previous night. Corpse-eating eels that lay eggs in eyes. Sitting with your friend Kana before your apartment building, you watch the police officers emptying your neighbor's place. Jesus. Local scientists are baffled. Okay, there's an aura. The doom is super high. It's not good. Take the key. Yeah, I mean, she's got a cool eye patch. She fills a role. -1 damage received in combat. Hell yeah. Look at her. What a badass. She got the sodas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. 8. 7. Discipline is not a party member. I feel like she should be wearing something else that's not swimming uniform, but whatever. You do you. Now this guy. This is a true hero. I'm the best. Talk. Did you hear that? Never mind. I could do with stamina and reason. Get reason. No TV still? No. Peephole. What can I see with my peepers? Nothing weird. Surprisingly. And watch TV. No, wait. Wrong button. Investigate. I'll do that one last. Because I've already done it. Freaky feature of found footage. 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about local folklore. Hey, I think I've seen this one. Oh, I didn't look at the rest of the text. Damn it. That's annoying. 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about local folklore. Maybe you'll find clues in the school's newspaper. Let's go look at the mansion first. Yeah. Let's go, guys. We've got a full squad. Oh no. You find a heavy tome wrapped in moth-eaten black velvet. In an old, locked cabinet, when you remove the book's wrappings, you recoil in disgust. It's bound in human flesh. That's a Necronomicon. You don't want to read the Necronomicon. I don't think burning it would be a good idea either. Let's take it. I cut myself. Okay. Did I even get it? Got a new level though. That's good. Ghost Connection. Cell Therapy. Yakuza card. You've advanced to the next experience level. I kind of want to do that, honestly. I really need more dexterity, honestly. I don't have much. Okay, I gotta go to the shops. I gotta see what the Yakuza stuff is. What? I swear you had a Yakuza option. Definitely wasn't the hammer. Oh, where's the dog? I know the dog had one, but I thought this guy did as well. I don't think there's going to be a Yakuza option in the police station. Much as I'd like there to be. Who knows, maybe I'll get in a fight with a Yakuza member and then I can use that to get out of it or something. One can hope that will actually come in useful. It looks like one of the previous owners has mentioned like to read. Dusty tomes reach the ceiling. You don't have much time. Maybe you can spare some to look through the books. Check out the table. Oh god, our doom's at 84%. Notes lying on the table look like ramblings of a madman. While trying to understand them, you read a passage out loud. Nothing happens, but you feel watched. You leave the room quickly. Legends say the witch is buried alive for kidnapping and murdering 2 children. It points a specific direction. Okay. Do I have any way to reduce... the doom? I don't think so. 5 funds, wow. I want to keep this in case I get like a prompt for it though. Even though I'm not using it, it could be like threaten them with the gun or something. We could get more allies. Fuck it. Oh. Observe. Horror manga about spirals. There's something off about them. Uzumaki. Computer program. Come on. Share a creepy story. No, but we can stop it if you join me. Oh, I thought I was gaining XP from that. Well, now I kind of feel bad. I just made her scared. Okay, actually investigate the school. My 7 friends. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust. Oh god. Mangled hand. Attacking in combat deals 1 stamina damage to you. What? What? That's not even a curse. That's just something I have right now. What? That's so bad. Hold on. I want to go to the doctors. Yeah. There. Yeah, we gotta get that dealt with. That is very bad. Mangled hand, and I've also got brain damage. Please get rid of that. Thank you. That would have killed me, honestly. The notes mention a village not too far from your town. You decide to take the bus. But notice a large number of trees that have suddenly died. What happened to you? But yeah, that severed hand would not have been good for anything. I mean, all I can do is attack. Fuck! I'm so annoyed. I don't know if you remember, like, an hour ago when I bought a flashlight and it didn't appear in my inventory and I just kind of left the shop. It's been almost a year since a childhood friend moved away to another city. He suddenly left without saying goodbye. In a recent letter, he apologized for the disappearance and asked you to remove the furniture in his flat because you want to help your friends. Strange success. You find another letter behind the wardrobe. It explains that the reason your friend left was the shadow people were stalking him. You shudder when you realize you haven't seen the moving company's driver's face. Ugh. I feel like I noticed that pretty quickly. Like, just not seeing someone's face? I suppose maybe he's in the driver's seat and you don't see him, but I don't know. Oh, they're still following him though. Everyone in the village is unsettlingly friendly. An old farmer points you to an old stone. The missing group supposedly started their forest trip here. I'm getting a feeling I should rest before this, actually. God, the Doom level's off the charts. I guess we could maybe forget a spell. I think that does resolve, though. Our master is coming, and we can bask in its glory. Missing? No? Yeah. +2 Doom. That's not good. Oh, he's a magician. Hello. Build a combat sequence? What? Yeah, okay. How much is it to run? Oh, great. I can't run from this encounter. Nicotine withdrawal. I can't. Damn it. I can't drink from his, like, magic blood and reverse the. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're kind of boned, I think. If that misses, I'm gonna be pissed. 96 Doom. The magician sent you flying. Do any of these reduce anything? Support. Distract enemy. I could try and dodge his attack. No, I don't have enough. Ugh. I mean, we're gonna win this, but at what cost? $98 Doom is not good. Oh, we're still going. Oh no. I get Reason back, but not Doom. Damn it. This is the end for us. Doom is encroaching. Oh, 99. It is said that the famous priest died in this rock. Perhaps his mysticism seeped into it. No, we shouldn't. I was like, maybe that'll help the Doom, but no, it wouldn't. Yeah, let's just resolve. Let's leave. Oh, site of the ritual. The rumored witch house seems empty. In the basement, however, you find a camera pointed at a large hole in the ground. On the table, you see 3 cassettes, each titled after one of the 3 missing friends. Then you hear a curious sound coming from the hole. Take the cassettes and run. We just need to go. Oh, we reduced Doom. Do not... If I looked in that hole, I think Doom would have increased, honestly. Not being able to deal with it, you decide to grab the tapes and run. You wander aimlessly through the woods for a few hours until you're found by a search party. You'd lead them to the house, but the door to the basement is missing. Case remains open. Sort of. But we closed our case. The old god stirs. Riots. Yep, that checks out. Take the key. Can I take a bath? To reduce Doom. Let's look through the peeper. Hello. Go back. I don't think any of these will reduce Doom. The Doom bath. Just Doom guy comes and scrubs my back nice and squeaky clean. I could really use him in this situation. Let's get Reason up, I guess. Actually, no, XP. Ding! No, I do not want to reroll. I wish I could reduce Doom here. Letting allies go grants a permanent bonus to one of your stats. Ah. Reporter's bag, additional inventory slot. Additional damage against Ghost and Eldritch. So, wait. Letting allies go grants a permanent boost to one of your stats. I have a lot of allies. Although I do kind of like having a lot. They do boost my stats as is. And I don't have to get rid of them. I think second sight would be good. Yeah, let's go for that. And I'll... Sort of... Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Can gamble on the possible plus being better, I guess. I do like all these people, though, so... Let's just get more Reason, whatever. TV is going to be broken still. Yeah. Okay. New mystery. There's only this one left, isn't it? Yeah, it's my favorite. My favorite ally, the Yakuza card. It's so sad that the dog got taken out. Oh yeah, I remember this one. The old botanist. The dog's not back, is he? No. I want to check the seaside hardware. Huh? I think the game just ended because I went to the hardware store. That's what you get for trying to buy some Yakuza stuff, Doom. Under the mysterious Arthigazalach's influence, the city engulfed in chaos. All the eldritch magic made our planet a bright waypoint for the bloated old god. And a tasty treat. Within the next 10 years, the Earth is gonna be devoured. There's nothing you can do about it. You know, normally when I go to a hardware store, I don't get impending doom, so I thought it'd be okay. Maybe I just like tripped on the way there and I was like, oh fuck, I can't do this anymore. Yeah, I was on 96% doom, it wasn't looking good. You've perished. Yep. It was good except for the entire doom aspect. Wow. As much as I want to keep playing, it is midnight here, and I have work tomorrow. Me, irresponsible? No way, so I'm gonna do some hot diggity raiding. Something. This is fun though, I want to keep playing this. Exit. It's a good game for Halloween as well. Let's go to the rock image, I can't get over that. Oh, I'm still weird. Hold on. Boop. And boop. Ah, back to normal. Is anyone else streaming World of Horror? Yeah, it is going. Oh, they're right. I can see myself, no way. My desktop muted? No. No ads, please. I'll just look at my recommended as well. You got me there. Seeing myself is very scary. Looking in the mirror, no way. In fact, I avoid it at all costs. I want to check one thing. Try do this. I'm gonna look at this thing I'm in. I'm now. Ah, there's a group of people. I think a group. It's been in the background, so I don't know. Oh, they're also a mage. That checks out. Okay. Let's do this. Slash raid. Who was it who raided me? Actually, I can see it in my dashboard anyway. Okay. Thanks for coming by. I really enjoyed playing that, and I'm gonna play it more later. Bye, thanks. Wait. Bye. Have a good night. Bye.